Oh, I just realized I'm muted. Hey guys, it's your good old pal Emptyhero. Today we're going to be playing, this is going to be our second big fat phony sellout stream where I play a sponsored game. This time, it's not going to be a kawaii ugu Japanese RPG, which I suspect might not have actually been Japanese. Today we're playing Dreamscapers by our good old pals at whoever it is that makes Dreamscapers. I'm not really sure. The link to the game is, the Steam profile for the game is in the description of this video. There's also their Kickstarter, but before you go, oh, empty, I'm not going to get scanned out of my beautiful, wonderful, well, let's just say a special kind of gold. The game's already been funded. It's just so if you want to look at it and see what they're actually going to make. This is a demo. I'm pretty sure the game is not quite yet done, and I know almost nothing about it. I realized earlier today, oh, I have until like 8 o'clock tonight to stream this before I miss my chance. Oh, hey, what's up, Varg Eichenberg? I can't read. Your name's covered by the thing. He's calling me a literal N-man. And I assume by that he means neat! I think the basic premise of this game is you take naps, and every time you take a nap you get a new level. It might be randomly generated, I don't know. How much are they paying me? Alright, if I get at least an hour out of this, which is, you know, easy peasy, I have from now until, like, I think 9 o'clock before it ends. I don't think I'll take that much time. And I get 60 concurrent viewers. They'll pay me $100, which is great because my power supply unit's dying, and I just replaced it. I replaced my shitty Corsair CX500, and let me look over my shoulder. I have a Seasonic 850 watt gold rated, that 80 gold rating thing. I don't really know a whole lot about power supplies, but I read the reviews and the new one's supposed to be better than the hunk of crap I have now. So right after the stream is over, I'm gonna swap that out, and hopefully it fixes a big problem I've been having. I haven't been able to, I've been wanting to transmigrate some of my stuff to BitChute, and they only accept MP4 files. All my stuff are MPGs, and trying to make the change with Premiere Pro crashes my computer every time. I think my computer's recommended wattage is 550, and it has 500 max. So if I top out, it just crashes the whole thing. The Exceptional Detective is asking, oh, you know what, Detective, get in the Discord. I'll pop you into chat. I haven't talked to this crazy motherfucker in a while. He's asking, why did Jama literally eat his poo-poo and his pee-pee? Well, there's a guy called, Maximilian Man-Ass, or Man-Muss, or... Oh, no, it's Maximilian Muss. He's got like a couple million YouTube followers, I think. He told Jama it would be funny to eat his poo-poo and pee-pee, and to write Britbong on his chest with poo-poo, and because of that, I've had to punish Jama. And even though he tried to bribe me with a copy of Mordhau, which I guess I'll stream next week, maybe even with him, his new Discord rank is the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. Also, I think he might have been hungry. Oh, you're looking for the link? It's anybody who wants to get on the Discord. The link is in the description of the video you are watching right now, okay? Oh, the player 928, or 920, excuse me. Don't want to get my player 92s mixed up. He says, Jama did nothing wrong. Well, you know, honestly, Jama is just trying to be a forward-thinking progressive type. And, he's just trying to recycle, okay? Oh, I got a sword. Wow, I dropped my fist. Okay. It's a little hardcore game, but I'll accept it. Sure, why not? I'm getting kind of a Twin Peaks, Silent Hill kind of vibe from this game. But, maybe if I knew what the fuck to do, this might be going a little bit better. Oh, I can chop the things. I had no idea. Okay. And I don't think I can go in the houses. Can I? Am I in the house? Oh, no, I'm not. That's my reticle I'm moving. The game we are playing, guys, is called Dreamscapers. All the links you need to find out what the hell this is are in the description of the video you are watching right now. Next week, we have another sponsored stream. Same deal. An hour-long stream with 60 concurrent viewers. Another $100 for me if I pull it out. I think it's called Crusader Kings 2. I think Thursdays will be a nice day to have a short stream, because I do work at 5 a.m. tomorrow, but I could do like a 1 or 2 hour stream and knock that out once a week. Also, one of you guys gave me a game called You Have a Drunk Friend, which kind of looks like a porn game. I'm not going to lie. It's not a porn game, but I think it might have been made with the assets of a porn game. And maybe we'll play that on a Thursday too. You know, just a couple hours long, and I can still get my beauty sleep before going to work and hating my life at my day job. You know, can I zoom in? I don't know what I'm killing. Okay, detective, hold on a second. Now, I am not recording any of this, so I can just X out. Normally, I wouldn't fuck around with Discord. And for those who don't know, Exceptional Detective used to do kind of Medicare kind of videos. He tried streaming for a while, and now he's focusing on his charity work. He's collecting pictures of sausages for children, starving African children who've never seen a sausage. Maybe just the outline of the sausage will do. He wants to share. Okay, so let me pop him in. And there's a delay, detective, so you're going to hear this about 20 seconds after I drag you in. Hello? 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 Okay. Okay, I'm holding on. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention, let me know if the game's too loud or too quiet. You might not be able to hear detective over the game. So let me switch a couple of things up, so this will actually work. Now, he just needs a second. He's actually trying to angle his phone so he can talk into it and take a picture of his penis at the same time. Ah, we kid because we love.
Hey, you there?
Hey, what's up, detective? How's it going, buddy?
I feel like shit right now, but other than that, and I got a screaming child in the background, but other than that, that's not too bad.
Why is your child screaming?
She's learned how to say close to words now, and so she hasn't learned not to stop saying things.
Alright, but do me a favor, pull the microphone a little bit closer to your face, because you're a quiet boy. I need you to be a loud boy.
Hold on. Alright, is that better?
Yeah, also hit your kid real quick. She interrupted my stream.
I'm not gonna hit my child.
She must be punished! She's a bad child. You must hit her with a shoe. Now, is that your kid? Or did you, like, just take a baby somewhere? Did you get her from Ross's bathtub? You fished her out?
Yeah, I got her from Ross's, but no, it's my kid. That's my literal kid.
Do you get strange phone calls when you're giving her baths? And all you hear near the line is, "Your face looks like a hamburger! Let me see your kid!"
No, she's wonderful, man.
Did you name her after me? Is she
no.
Smegmelia? Is that your daughter's name?
No.
So what you been up to? No, I don't think anybody's heard from you in about, like, a year. He's thinking about it. Oh, they're asking me why am I punishing them by having you on. Hey, it's a step up from Zeb, I think, isn't it?
I don't know what I'm doing that could piss them off. It's just, I mean, I could just fuck off, I guess. I don't know. I got better shit to do. But
guys, don't hurt Detective's feelings. He's a good boy. Why are you picking on him?
I saw you're playing Harvester, so I was gonna come check it out for a moment.
Oh, is that what it says? Oh shit, I gotta fix that.
Well, it shows an image of like you playing Harvester, which is an awesome game, by the way.
Oh, we're doing that on Saturday night. I gotta make sure it's the right thing, because if I don't have the right info on, I get fucked over. YouTube has a new thing where you can schedule a bunch of streams all at the same time.
Oh yeah.
but I don't think it controls properly which one shows up when you're doing stuff.
I got you. I got you.
What does the video description say? What's the title?
No, it says exactly what your sponsored stream. It's just your thumbnail is Harvester.
Whatever. I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, exactly. It's not that big a deal. I just was like, ooh, Harvester, cool. It's sponsored too, so maybe the Harvester devs are.
Oh, I wish they'd sponsor me.
Yeah, I know, all right. That's what I got. You know what you should play is fuck. Hold on, let me find the game. It's like a Doom, like the old style Duke Nukem games, or Doom game.
Oh, Iron Maiden, whatever that's called. Ion Maiden.
No. It's I think it's like some Kung Fury thing. You play as like some Asian dude, and you can use tactical nukes in it and shit, and you fight ninjas. It's fucking awesome.
I wouldn't think an Asian guy would go near nukes. You know, like how black people are scared of snakes because in Africa there were snakes that would kill them? I figured it'd be the same thing with Asian people and nukes. It's their natural enemy.
The game is called Pro Wang.
Pro Wang?
Yeah, Pro Wang. It's fucking great. You're an old Asian man, kung fu master, who gets attacked by demon ninjas or whatever, and you go fuck up the world with nukes and ninja stars and shit. It's pretty cool.
Is it like a pixel game?
No, it's like, you remember the old Duke Nukem games before, like the old. Yeah,
I have Duke Nukem.
Yeah, and the old Doom games, like Doom 1 and 2 and all that stuff, just like that.
You see, you keep talking about Doom, so if you're gonna bring Jim on here, he loves Doom.
Yeah, I didn't hear your whole story. I just thought you guys, my mindset is when I saw a video, it was sent to me by somebody on Skype.
Okay.
They said, hey, isn't this the guy who you guys got eat an onion or something like that? And I was like, well, I wasn't involved in that. And as soon as I clicked the play button, he's butt-ass naked and pissing in a cup.
As he should be.
And I was like, and somebody's talking to him on the mic the whole time, telling him what to do next, and then he shits in his hand and shoves that in his mouth. And
hold on. Like you've never done that when you're hungry.
No, I don't think I've ever done that. No, I was taken aback, and I was like, wait. And then I thought for a moment, I said, did Empty and them step up from the onion and get this retard to actually eat
that has nothing
shit?
to do with me. I was gonna let him call into my stream, and I had a technical difficulty that night, so I was like, fuck it, I don't need him on. And I really should have had him on because somebody convinced him to eat poo-poo and pee-pee.
Yeah, I think you need to get him on at some point and just ask him questions regarding that incident.
Well, he's the poo-poo pee-pee man.
Also, yeah, I just don't. I don't know about any of that crazy shit no more. I'm so busy half the time with either work or my family or my community I run right now on the internet. But it's just, I just was kind of taken aback, and I was like, holy shit, maybe Empty got him to step up his. Now, if only he could get Britbong to do the same thing.
Get him to eat his poop. I'd tell him it would help him grow. You do it.
Is he still on the internet? What happened to him?
He is now Mr. BTFO. If you call him Britbong, he says you're dead naming him and he reports you.
What is he, transvestite now? That's his.
Ever since 8chan died, he's been having a resurgence because nobody knows all the stuff that he's famous for all the wrong reasons.
Well, doesn't he have a Kiwi Farm thread? I mean, like everybody does at this point, so I'm sure he has. If Jimma has one, he has to have one.
Maybe. I don't use Kiwi Farms. I liked 8chan.
Yeah, but it's gone, my guy. Gotta get with the times.
Well, maybe one day. When the stars are right, they'll come back.
I feel you. I feel you on a deep level there.
So you said you run a internet community? What are you doing?
Yeah, we just got an image board up the other night, and then we've got a bunch of stuff. It's in August. We go meet a guy who's a big supporter in our community, and with me and my coder team and all this other stuff. And we just got a lot of stuff going on. It's really working out real well.
You're being just vague enough for me to wonder if it's a good thing that you're doing. I don't know what you're up to.
It's all bad. It's all just You know, we'll just go off of what the crazy Kiwis say, and it's all bad. I'm obviously up to no good. You know, gay ops galore. It's gonna be great.
You know, I've never liked. I'm glad you said that. I never liked the term gay ops. I've always felt like it's a limitation of vocabulary to say that. You know, like there are better ways to describe chicanery, tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you got a point. It's just a new lingo, man. You know, it's same words, different. You know, same meaning, different words type deal. You know, speaking of 8chan, did you see the Vice video yet? It's like 20 minutes long where Fred copy paste decides to just throw everyone under a bus and do a whole weird about his life.
Yeah, I know it exists, but I have not looked at it yet. I saw it had Hot Wheels as the icon.
All right, so the 2/3 of it is Hot Wheels life from before the internet, during the internet, Gamergate, him stepping away from 8chan, and then at the end it's 8chan and why he hates 8chan and why Jim Watkins should die type deal. Like all on that kind of.
Now, am I the only one who would just like to take that little guy and just like, I don't know, like hook him up to a skateboard and just push him down a cliff?
No, you're not actually.
I don't hate him. I would just love to just
You want to see him
put him in a burlap sack and swing him out like against a ceiling fan, you know? Just hear his cries.
You don't hate him. You just want to hurt him because that's humanly normal. That's okay.
You know, Keemstar was talking today about setting up a boxing match for YouTube guys. Maybe we could get Hot Wheels versus Britbong. They'd be in the same weight class. They're both little fellas.
I doubt Britbong would ever get involved in stuff like that. I just don't see it. You know, I would pay top dollar to watch you and Britbong slapbox though.
Oh my god, you know, if somebody would set that up, I don't even dislike the guy, but I would just do it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about full-on boxing, you know. I just talking about slap boxing, you know. Set it all up.
You know what? I'll let him wear a headset, you know, like padding, and he can have no gloves, and I'll wear the biggest boxing gloves they make, the most padded kind.
Dude, I tried to re-upload the
it was very expensive.
About.
Oh, hold on a second.
Gives Hot Wheels the Baby Jane treatment.
Thank you, Joey Jojo. He says give it the Baby Jane treatment. Isn't that the movie where whatever happened to Baby Jane, where the old lady goes crazy because she thought she killed somebody, but it was her sister? I doubt he's probably talking about something weird. What are you talking about, Joe? You fuck. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I tried to re-upload that video I made about Britbong, a while ago, because I was like, you know what? Oh no, when 8chan went down, I said, you know what? It's kind of funny you mentioned the stuff earlier about him knowing. I tried to re-upload the video on a different account. He flooded it and flagged it down within like 24 hours. It was quite amazing. I just said, okay. Like I didn't make a big deal about it. Just like whatever.
Well, you know what? I don't hate the guy, and you know I wish the best for him. I do like making fun of him, and I would love if he would be dumb enough to sign up for a cage fight. Just because it'd be fun.
No.
But
that guy's like what? Isn't he like nearing like DSP age and still living with his parents or some shit?
Yeah, I do feel bad for his parents because, you know, they're just trying to fuck. In the other room, they just hear in the other room like, "No, I'm dying in a video game. No, mommy, no." I would hate if I was having sex with his mom and his dad, and you had to hear that in the background.
Yeah. I'm sure they wouldn't like it either,
And I'm about to fucking die. Fuck this game. How do I heal? Oh, I think man. I just quit. Oh, I just fucking quit.
Are you still doing the same work you were doing? I'm not gonna say it on air, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what?
Huh?
The demo ended. Wait, I gotta do this for another 30 minutes. Shit. Let's try that again. Oh, why would they do that? I have a new job I'm applying for that would pay me another $2,000 a month, and it would be like 20 hours less a week. So it would be just the most amazing, wonderful thing.
Is it in the same field or no?
No, completely different.
How the fuck did that happen?
I have like 5 different degrees.
Good lord, man. I can only imagine your debt.
Oh, I have no debt. I apply for scholarships, like left-handed scholarships. If you have Native American ancestry, you can get a scholarship. I got like 1%. I was like, look at these cheekbones. That's worth $2,000. Give me that. Fucks.
Oh, good for you, man. I'm happy for you.
I'm actually a certified air traffic controller. It's a lapsed license.
Oh, well, you know, if you were, you would be making bank right now. I mean, unrealistically making bank.
Yeah, it's an okay job, you know, except for if you fuck up and a plane crashes and everybody dies.
Well, yeah, but you do get paid 6 figures for it.
Not necessarily. Maybe at the end of... Because I was in the Air Force when I got my license. Maybe if I stayed for 20 years.
This guy. Airman.
A chairman?
Airman Emptyhero. Good old Airman. Are you going to go see Maverick when it comes out? Top Gun Maverick?
Oh, I lived it.
Flyboys. You lived it? Wait, you were a pilot?
No, whatever. No, I had gay sex with a guy after playing volleyball with him. That's what I did.
Oh.
No, I will not be sending you pictures of it.
You know what? I got something for you that you're probably gonna get a kick out of. Did you see the Young Turks did an entire segment with Brianna Wu?
I heard about it. I want to watch it, but you know, I have a job. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, it's amazing, man. It's like 30 minutes of entertainment. She basically starts it off by talking about Cenk Uygur before he started the Young Turks when he had his own podcast.
Can I just say I love that you called it she? You were so much nicer than I am.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, John Flint.
Oh, real quick, they're asking who you are. This is Exceptional Detective. We're playing Dreamscapers. I'm Emptyhero. It's Thursday. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, no, she, them, it decided to suck a little bit of Cenk Uygur's dick on air, in a verbal way. And
I'm glad you followed up with in a verbal way. Oh, let me suck your Turkish delights. No, I hope.
Could you imagine that on the Young Turks? You just kick it on. There's Brianna Wu.
You're slurping and burping?
Dude, apparently, he's been running around with his... at parades and doing banners and all types of stuff, trying to get onto Congress. And he even met AOC.
Ew. Why?
Yeah, I mean... why? This is literally Brianna Wu. I mean, come on. This person says there were snipers during Gamergate trying to shoot her head off. Fuck it out.
All those gnats flying around, his head full of shit. He thought it was bullets whizzing past his ear. Now, that's another person I'd love to get into a cage fight. I would cage fight Brianna Wu and Britt Bonk simultaneously.
I don't know. I mean, Brianna Wu looks kind of like a badass, man. You haven't seen those pictures of him standing in front of his that nice motorcycle that he bought when Gamergate was happening?
I saw that the bad guys, they used to have a bot on their server where you could upload an image and it would do the gender swap, and they...
Oh yeah, we have that on our Discord, yeah.
Okay, well the first time they did it, it tried to turn him into a woman because it could tell he was a man, but then they did the man filter, and John Woo as a man just looks like a big burly man. It's fucking... it's ridiculous.
Big old bear. Yeah, man.
Do you miss the good old days when you're holding your daughter?
It was very expensive.
Oh, hold on.
Aok has nice milkers but a horse face.
Thank you, Jojo. I do agree. Angela Orozco Cortez can be my personal Doce de Leche dispenser, but she would be a double bag special. A bag for her face, actually a triple bag. A bag for my face in case her bag falls off, and a third bag in case a third person stumbles into the room.
Do you think there's an AOC skin in VR chat now? I want to believe there is. I mean, there's a Trump and an Obama one, and a Bush one.
You know, I guess, but if it was in the game, I would demand that it gets deported back to Guatemala.
You could take it over to the Sonic Knuckles. Remember the fucking Knuckles Island?
Oh, fucking Uganda?
Yeah, you could take it.
I spit on you.
Just leave them on that island.
You don't have a fuel efficient car. I spit on you for my queen. Legit though, I think her pussy probably smells like chalupas, and I'm okay with that. Oh, Andreas agrees about the the donkey face. Like you guys would, like you give a shit about the donkey face. You probably fuck a donkey, you perverts. Like you're so great.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear the joke about let me think. Who was fucking the donkey in the joke? I forget.
I have no idea.
I did two versions of this. Okay, Jesse Smollett is oh no, his version's not a horse. It's two Nigerians. He's getting fucked in the ass by two Nigerians, and he looks back and says, "Boy, howdy! I thought I was hung." And they said, "Not yet. You aren't. You fucking coon." I forget who the horse one was.
Have you, so what have you been up to? Because I haven't really, like I said, I've just been working, living the
Oh,
dream.
I did a Boogie video and a Brianna Wu video and a...
What happened to that guy? I saw that he's bleeding subscribers now and everybody's mad at him. What did he do now?
Oh, he's not losing weight anymore. So the people that were watching him for his weight loss journey don't give a shit anymore. Oh, that's poison, damn, I died. I actually got reported for pornography because I took the video of him eating mayonnaise with his shirt off out of the jar, and I played it in reverse so that he's shoveling mayonnaise out of his mouth and into the jar, and YouTube said that was fetish humiliation pornography, and I had to re-upload it. So what I did was I made a green circle, and I centered his face on it so that you can see him still eating the mayonnaise, and then I green screened everything else out and put his head on a little pig body. And it's adorable. Once I get my my new PSU installed, I'm gonna upload the original version to BitChute.
Yeah, I think the new Monster Hunter World beta, or not beta, expansion's out today. I got it, but I just got home not too long. I still got to download. But I think it's out today if you want to play it. I don't know if you like Monster Hunter, but
you know, I've never played it, but I do like what it looks like. It seems like it'd be a fun game. I've never done one.
Yeah, it's really good. You should play Pro Wang on stream 100% before you do that, though. It's much more fast-paced and entertaining. And it's free, by the way, on Steam. It's a free game. And the devs are very awesome.
How? Now, I thought I was the one doing a sellout sponsored stream. Motherfucker, you're plugging your second projects, you fucker. I see how it is.
It's Shadow Warrior Lo Wang. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I have Shadow Warrior. I got it for free off a Humble Bundle at some point.
No, it's not the new one. It's the original, like the 1991. Yeah, hold on. I got you, fam. Let me find you a trailer.
You know, I was gonna ask you, do you ever miss the old days when you're sitting there holding your kid, and you're like, who needs this? I want to be arguing with some idiot while three people watch on an IBS backyard Bloodsport stream. Oh, I think he left the room.
No, I'm still here. I'm looking for a trailer for this, so you see what I'm talking about.
Hey, did you see Joaquim's new gig? He and Gator, they talk about aliens.
Wait, he's back and hanging out with fucking Ralph people? What?
Yeah, they do a show on Gator's channel where they talk about ancient aliens. I wanted to call in and be like, I'm an alien from the Blumpkin Galaxy, but I couldn't get through.
I feel like that guy... I'm more shocked that he's trying to be relevant on the internet instead of just doing his own thing and shutting the fuck up.
Well, I think Richard... I like Joaquim, but he sold his channel to Richard Spencer for, I think, nothing. Just gave it to him.
No, he got stolen. He got ran off. Like, they hated him. He got ran out of his own community, the alt-right. They ran him out.
Well, I think they found out that he's Puerto Rican. Which I'm okay with.
Maybe.
You know.
But from my understanding...
I have a high tolerance.
Richard Spencer kind of came in, and then the... What is it? What's that the right stuff, I think is what they're called. They couldn't stand Joaquin anymore. He was kind of a turbo sped and a locale, so they had like some falling out on air. Then Joaquin started deleting stuff, and then they kind of just took his
happens
channel.
a lot with him.
And he got ran out of the alt-right basically. And now it doesn't surprise me he's talking about Ancient Aliens. So he must be trying to join like the conspiracy community.
Well, I was on his last stream. It was an election special, and I didn't know Richard Spencer was going to be there. I don't think Joaquin knew either. And when Richard came in, he was dressed like in a really shitty suit, and like he had his hair slicked back. And I just started making fun of the guy, and I could tell like Joaquin really wanted to kick me out. He was so mad I was making fun of Richard. But like the day later, Richard just took his channel from him. So it's like, okay, you should let me make fun of.
His channel. It was given to him by this guy named Stryker, who's a part of the TRS guys. They basically told Joaquin to get the fucking step in that. Nobody wanted him in the alt-right anymore. He was a faggot, and he took that. I guess they may have had dirt on him or something, because he just walked away without getting uppity about it, which I thought was odd, and a lot of other people did. But from the general consensus of the community that actually gives a fuck about that show, and the alt-right, they just don't like him. So he got ran out by his own people.
He seems to have a falling out with every... I'm the only guy that he hasn't had a falling out with, I guess. Everybody else he winds up hating. But that's how it is with all the blood sports guys. You guys are all primed to just get in fights with each other.
I'm not a blood sports guy. Stop.
Well, you stepped out. You got a kid. As far as you know, it's yours.
I was never involved. I never had a single podcast about blood sports. I did my own thing, where I laughed at lolcows and stuff. So
well,
of course,
didn't you used to come with me and Zoom onto the Backyard Blood Sports on ANCAP's channel a couple of times?
No. What happened? This is actually how Zoom got involved. What happened was that Zoom was talking about ethical swatting, and and this was when I liked watching Backyard Blood Sports because I didn't like any of the other
the Spulb stream. I remember that.
Yeah,
that clusterfuck.
I said you should go on and talk about Britbong. You remember? Because Britbong showed up with the cop guy.
Yeah, and he put the gay porn on. No, you know, we should tell the chat, because they probably don't know. We did a stream called Backyard Blood Sports. You can't find it anymore. It was on AnCapistan's channel. And Zoom was allegedly, let's just say, swatting somebody. And at some point, Britbong came in, and he had a guy pretending to be a cop. He was like, I'm a constable with the British police, and you're all going to jail. And then Britbong put gay interracial porn on for his avatar.
Yeah, it was a little disturbing. Basically, the stream was about this. If nobody knows what Backyard Blood Sports is, so
as they shouldn't. It was a fucking waste of my time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was just a really small channel trying to get in the IBS stuff, but they talked more about very niche stuff in politics. And,
you know, I always felt weird doing it, because I have such a bigger audience than any of those guys, and I never would mention it. Because I was like, do they know that I could just put out a tweet?
No, I don't think they knew who you were, because most of their audience was straight from Pole, foreign. So they had like 200 people watching at all time.
Oh, we used to have fucking... I did like 5 of those streams. A couple of them are still up on Capistan's channel. Remember fucking Diogenes always just arguing the dumbest shit every time?
Well, that's why people watched. It was just stupid shit like that. But basically what happened was they had somebody canceled. And Joaquin was like, hey, do you know anybody who could fill in for a spot? And I was like, and this was when the Britbong and Zoom stuff was all happening when I just came out my video. And I said, well, if you can get this Zoom guy on, and he'll talk to you about Britbong. And trust me, it'll be entertaining, because Britbong will show up. And he did. And he definitely did, with a fucking police officer wannabe. A LARPing as a police officer, which was weird.
Yeah, and I think that guy since is now an anti-Britbong kind of guy.
I don't know who the fuck that guy was. I don't even think he was a cop. I think
it was fucking Odo from Deep Space Nine. He's a constable.
Yeah, right.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then after that, they did another show where they set it up about ethical swatting, where Zoom was talking about being for swatting if it's in the favor of, like, I guess, saving someone's life. I don't know how that works or something.
Oh, well, in this context, that Spulb guy was what you would call gay ops, what I would call tomfoolery or shenanigans.
Yeah,
He was trying to make it look like Derek from The Bad Guys was messaging an underage girl, and people figured out
that.
Well, we figured out his password, and they got into Spulb's account, and they found him orchestrating the whole thing. And, you know, the girl was like 30 or whatever. And,
right. Yeah, I remember this.
That's how all that went down.
Right. And
for those who
so
don't know, Spulb's a real
showed up.
cocksucker. He's a nobody.
Yeah, he was like, swatting is bad, and then Zoom came in trolling and was like, swatting is good, let me tell you what. And then they had like a debate on ethical swatting, which was quite a shit show. That was a long time ago. I can't, man. Like
or as we call them, the good old days.
Yeah, man, everything's going crazy. What is it? Andy Worski's disappeared after going completely homosexual and almost murdering people in Miami, I think.
Yeah, I saw he was streaming at
when?
At his mom's house, and his mom was in the background. His mom is fucking thick and tasty. Oh my God, Worski! Look, don't worry about fighting Tonka. Fight me, and if I win, I just get to bury my face in your mom's ass, and make Richard Nixon sound just go.
You know what? That makes sense. I think he's just pretty much fucked, and he's just living back at home, trying to get it back on his feet. I know he was like he left the internet pretty hard. So,
that's probably the best thing for him. He probably should just.
Yeah, I think so too. He had like a mental breakdown a couple times, and then like all the people around him, you know, they kind of fed into it. But that was that whole community. I mean, like Ralph and them are like that. I thought Mumkey was gonna swallow a gun not too long ago when Ralph just kept going in on him over and over and over again, and bringing his fucking ex-fiance on, and the guy that she cucked him. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Can I just be too cool for school for a second here? I had never fucking heard of Mumkey before people were talking about his girlfriend wanting to fuck kids. I had never heard of the guy. So I missed it on all the joy.
He's not really that funny. I don't know. People said he was funny. I never saw him. The only thing that got him attention, in my opinion, he decided to do an entire rendition and read the entire manifesto of what's his face?
One of the shooter guys.
No,
I'll say this:
the Supreme Gentleman guy.
He tweeted me and said he liked my English lessons video, so he can't be all that bad. He's an okay guy.
Yeah, he seems okay, just kind of fucking out there and up his own ass type deal. I don't know. I think he'll get it. He'll figure it out. I mean, he got fucked over really hard, and Ralph, for some reason, decided to bury him with it.
Well, you know, I was talking about that's how blood sports works. Like everybody just turns on each other on a dime. It's a real shame.
Yeah, they all turned on each other. I mean, Ralph, nobody gets along with anybody anymore, I don't think. And then none of them work with each other anymore. I mean, that was bound to happen, though. Once you have no one else, you know, who do you really target?
Well, you know, a lot of people, when I asked you to come in the chat, they're like, why is he having this guy on? It's like, I don't have any problem with Detective, you know. It's fine. We get along. We're simpatico. Yeah, and, you know, you don't like Joaquin. I'd have Joaquin on. He never fucked with me, as far as I know.
I don't have a problem with Joaquin. He's just, he's just a turbo sped, and he acts like Coach Red Pill half the time, and just freaks out. See, there people just, we can have a conversation, right, Empty, and everything's fine, and it's rational and normal. But you bring certain people on, and you hear by name, I don't know what it is. It's like Trump derangement syndrome. They go fucking ape shit.
Well, it's blood sports. You know, they want blood for the blood guy.
Sports. We're not even talking about blood sports. I mean, like, if you were to, like you said, you could bring Joaquin on, you have no... This isn't blood sports, right? If you brought him on right now, he would lose his fucking mind. he would go nuts and just start shitting in his pants and start yelling in the microphone. It'd be incoherent and retarded. And he'd be mad at you that you brought him in here.
No, we get along.
It would make no sense why he's like that. He's just mad.
Ooh, you know what? I get a new dream, guys. We did it! We killed the thing! I don't suck too much. Okay. Oh, they're asking you why you don't like CRP.
I didn't have a problem with Coach Red Pill. He's a fucking scam artist. I guess the long story short is somebody, I guess, which at the time I didn't know they were working with Crowd or talking to Crowd, but somebody I was close with, and played video games with and talked to in real life and stuff for many years, came to me with a bunch of stuff about Coach Red Pill and this guy who had proof of him being a scam artist, which he did. And I read all the stuff and I talked to the guy and I was like, wow, this is pretty fucked up. So I wrote at the time I didn't have my channel. I didn't make videos. And so I just wrote a consistent thread, not about him or ripping into him, but a thread on Kiwi Farms about all the events that unfolded during his time on the internet, which was just starting up scams. At one point, he claimed he was a filmmaker, trying to get people to give him money for movies.
Oh, right, for that book. You know, I was on one of Zoom's streams when he wasn't too busy streaming Facts of Life, whatever the fuck that show is with the retarded guy. And he was showing me Coach Red Pill's books.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they were vanity press, you know? Not that I want to judge people, but that's not the same thing as getting a book deal.
He tried to say he was an author, and he would make these books that weren't really worth nothing and try to scam people into invest. Like, he would go and, hey, you should invest in this project I'm doing on, wink, wink, hint, hint, and then nothing comes of it, and he just, when shit got too hot, for some reason, Coach Red Pill just changes his identity at the time. And again, he didn't have a channel on YouTube, so nobody knew who he was. He just changed his identity online, somehow he would change his complete job description, and then start again and just start learning from another area.
Yeah.
And try to make money. And
well, he's a hustler.
Pretty much. I mean, that was the whole point. The biggest one that got him was he claimed that he was an economist, and he ran that scam so hard that he got invited a couple times because he begged them, by reaching out to certain news media outlets, and they would bring him on. And then from there, he got involved in economic forums. So like a lot of these students and stuff in economy classes that had majors in it, they'd use all these forums. And Reddit wasn't a thing really big at the time. You know, this is like 2010, stuff like that. And so he would reach out to these professors in economics and say, "Oh, I'll host a website. I'll host a website for your students and we'll give them all the information they need, you know, like a self-help kind of guide on economics, and they can just pay a small membership fee." Well, he got this guy named Professor King to do it. He got all of his students, I think it was a couple thousand, over the years to do this. And Professor King and him had an agreement that, there would be no really big money, and that all the stuff the money comes in, the small amount just used for server up. Well, the whole time this was going on, from my understanding, Coach Red Pill increased the cost of the membership from like $1 to $50, and then students started paying it. And so what happened is then he didn't tell Keen this, and so he started making a bunch of money, and then students started getting angry at Keen, and Keen didn't understand. When Keen went to Coach Red Pill and saw the membership stuff, he demanded that he stop doing it. Coach Red Pill responded by saying, no, we have an agreement, I can do whatever I want type deal. You're gonna have to pay me back my money.
Oh, he's gonna buy him out?
Yeah, you gotta buy me out. And he said, and then I guess they signed a contract that was notarized and everything that said that in any attempt that Keen needs to get the website back, it must be sold back to him for what it was started at, which was $1.
Oh, can I state a couple things? I really do think he's a smart businessman. He's, you can call it scamming or whatever. He's done a great job of just getting money out of people.
Yeah, he just hustles, yeah.
But if you're a fan of his, like if you need life advice from
don't do that.
From any guy on the internet, you're kind of a schmuck. Like read a fucking basic philosophy book, okay?
Yeah, you don't need you can read Stoicism from like Marcus Aurelius or something. I mean, you don't need to listen to a guy who says that women should be treated like dogs and put on collars and crazy shit like that.
Well, can't disagree with everything.
But no, he basically ran a bunch of scams, and I wrote an entire thread dedicated to that off the information that was provided to me at the time from a close friend that I didn't know. Was working with Kraut, and all that got cleared up later on down the road, but people still mix that crap up.
Now, since I've got you here, what do you think about the new evolution of blood sports, where nobody really gives a shit about the shows anymore? They just go directly to Jim, because like he's not going on the other people's shows, which I've been waiting for him to do that. I didn't get why he would go on anybody's show and let them make all that money on his back.
Jim started live streaming stuff a while ago, and it would always get taken down, and so he never really stuck with it. He also never announced it because he didn't want people to come. I don't know. He wanted it small, so I guess he could read the chat probably. I mean, it does kind of get a little crazy, but I mean, now that when he finally got it working out, it seemed like it worked better for him. Because, I mean, let's be honest, he can say whatever he wants, about it, but it's definitely more profitable to just do live streams with the amount of people that he gets every time versus making a single video, especially when YouTube is so finicky about paying him.
Well, you know that, and his girlfriend's got to be expensive. All that fucking roast duck and fucking Mugu Guy pan she eats.
Yeah, supposedly. But my point is, it's just more economically smart if this is your business. And like again, you know, he says that all this is just a thing, but if this was just a thing, he wouldn't make $3,000 on Patreon. You know, he wouldn't, you know, do what he's doing now. He wouldn't do so many streams to make so much money.
You know, I'm hearing a little bitterness there, Detective. Somebody
guess.
a little.
I mean, yeah, I guess
still
I'm
angry.
Jealous that he's able to make like probably $30,000 a month doing nothing on the internet.
Well, good, you know, good for him.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
great.
so. Yeah, good for him, I guess. But I mean, I'm sure that's not normal. That's pretty common for most people. Don't you wish you don't have to go to work every day and make 30 grand on the internet shit posting?
You know, I would still go to work, just not every day.
I would too. It's YouTube. I mean, you can't really trust that kind of stuff.
Well, all it has to happen is they find out one day that I'm actually a fat black woman. And they're like, he's a fucking phony, he tricked us. Fuck you, Emptyhero, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good for him, I guess, in the long run. You know, it's no big deal. It worked out for him.
Did you guys ever make up after your infamous falling out? No?
I know. On a personal level, I don't like him. He's a sack of shit. He doesn't deny it, but that's just me on a personal level.
You know, you are allowed to feel that way. If anybody's allowed to hate him, it's you. Holy shit.
Yeah. But no, I don't have him on a personal level. No, I don't like him. But I like his content, and that's completely different. You know, I mean, where are you going to go to really watch that kind of stuff? There's not many people doing that. And, you know, it's good when it does come out, when it is good. And it's bad when it's not. Like, there's a lot of drama channels, and so there's different takes you can get from it. But I personally don't like the takes of people like the Quartering and stuff, that kind of Sargon-esque kind of hot take, or the lukewarm take.
Yeah, people are always asking me to not do game streams and to do, like, daily show streams, talk about politics. It's like everybody fucking does that.
Why would anyone want to talk about politics? If you're going to do a daily show stream, Empty, you should do what I was doing when I had my many attempts at starting up my own podcast, just talking about funny shit on the internet or locales or entire communities. I mean, that's always fun. You know, you just kind of deep dive into the internet and see what you fucking find.
Yeah, mostly, you know, today's a sponsored stream. It's a sponsored game, but usually I'm just playing a game I want to play. If people want to watch it, great.
I mean, you could always go the Yang Yi route and start doing game news kind of with your own spin if you really wanted to.
You know, the real problem I found with gaming is that the kind of people who watch gaming videos, they're super fucking left-leaning, and they hate my kind of humor. The kind of people who like my kind of humor don't play games too much. So I have a very small middle section.
Video games. You were correct.
You know, it reminds me the last time I went to a party for E3, half the people there were talking about, oh, we can't wait to go read about this on Polygon. And when I told them I didn't like Polygon, they looked at me like I just sucked off their grandpa at his open casket at his funeral. Don't ask how I know what that looks like, by the way. Okay?
Yeah, that's awkward.
Oh, you know, someone reminded me, were you here for my first ever stream? Joaquin set it up. Maybe that's why I like the guy so much. It was him, Zoom, Ralph, Mike Enoch called in and ruined the whole fucking thing. Jimbo was in for a couple hours.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I was here. I was here brief.
I have it on my computer, but not on YouTube. Somebody reported it as being hate speech.
That's probably Brit Bong.
Well, you know, there was a point, because Britbong had just, on stream, been telling his fans what a big fan of his Medicare is. So I asked him what he thought about a little felony shit on him for about 10 minutes straight.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that part. That was fun.
And just so you guys watching the stream know, the little bit of shitty frame rate's not the game. It's OBS. I'm hoping when I put my new PSU in about an hour from now, that fixes that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of stepped away from it all. I still have my channel, obviously, but I mean, I still see the videos up there, and I could always make content again, but I'm having more and more fun working with my community and working on stuff I'm doing.
Yeah, can I just tell you, you of all the people who are tangentially or at all involved with blood sports, you might have had the worst exit, but you have a wife and a kid. You're doing the best, I think, of anybody.
Yeah, I'm normal. You see, when you're normal,
well,
you don't
arguably.
live on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty fucking normal. But you know, if you haven't noticed yet, a lot of the people who are in the IBS community who have been outed are fucking not normal. They're absolutely not normal. They're not.
Oh, it attracts very parasitic
people.
kind of people who.
Yeah, very shitty people. Yes. It's, like I said, I never really got fully in it, but I did enjoy the shit shows, and I liked. And I attempted to try to restart my old podcast that did really well, and it did a little good for a little bit, but people who don't like me made sure that didn't continue, so I just stopped doing it.
Well, you know, I try to like Warski. You know, we were talking about him earlier. I try to like the guy because.
He's gay, man. I think he's bisexual.
Well, you know, I don't care if he's a fruit, whatever.
No, I met him, and he was.
Oh, did you rub bulges?
No, it was on his own little stream. I met
hold
him
on.
At Busch Gardens. I met him at Busch Gardens. He was super flamboyant.
Hey, hold on. Did he go? What's this?
Yes.
Let me see your bulgy wolgy.
He demanded that. Okay, so I guess you didn't see it. He was at Busch Gardens in Tampa, and I was just getting off of work, and he's
like, "Hey, detective, let me garden your bush with my tongue."
Pretty much. Not even, you're pretty accurate, actually. He saw me in chat. He goes, "Oh, it's detective. Hey, man, aren't you in here in Tampa?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I am actually." And he's like, "Come to Busch Gardens." And I was like, "I guess I'll go down to Busch Gardens. I'm off work. Why not?" I drive over there, and then I tried to get in, but I found out my ex had decided she was going to. God damn it! Hold on.
He's thinking, what am I not allowed to talk about in all this? Let me think about it real quick. Oh, you guys in chat, you like the woo? Well, you know, I didn't get to finish my thought. I want to like Andy. I like goofy, weird people, if you couldn't tell by who I talked to on these streams. But the way he threw that dude under the bus who was trying to help him with the whole gun thing, that made me lose a couple of points of respect for the guy. You gotta have your buddies back. Come on. Oh, what is this gay game, Purple Yoshi? It's called Dreamscapers. It's the greatest game ever made since R.E. Death, Rebirth, whatever that fucking Japanese monstrosity was that I streamed that other time. Holy shit. Oh, it still hurts having played that game. It's a sponsored stream, that's why it's labeled as such. Although they didn't tell me I had to label it as sponsored, but I'd feel dishonest if I didn't put that out there, you know? I try to be transparent. Tomorrow, we're going to maybe finish Dark Souls Remastered, and the day after that, we'll go all the way through Harvester. That'll be a good 7 to 10 hour stream. And then, if Oblivion plays nice, we'll do more Oblivion. If it doesn't play nice, we'll do VR chat instead. Okay, guys? I'm trying to be a nice boy and do all the things I said I'd do. I think, yeah, I don't think October's coming up, and the stream games for October will include Rule of Rose, which is a just god-awful, terrible fucking game. You wouldn't want to play it, but to watch somebody else play it is really funny. And I don't know if anybody else has live streamed it. I might be the first. That and Haunting Ground. They both emulate flawlessly. I used to own both the games on the PS2, and I think I paid $5 for each, and I sold them for like 10 times that much. I wasn't a dickhead and asked for $200. You might see those copies on eBay, but I'm not one of those dickheads. Those copies never sell. Jaden, yes, I got paid $180 for the last sponsored stream. That one was structured a penny per viewer per minute for a maximum of 4 hours or $500, whichever came first. And they paid out at the end of the month. This stream is a $100 payout for a minimum of 1 hour. I think no more than 2 or 3. and I have to have 60 concurrent viewers on average. I think I'm beating that right now, but at the beginning, probably less than that, so I'm going to do a little bit more than an hour. I would fucking feel like a complete dickhead, and it might happen. I might end the stream and see average viewers 59. In which case, it is what it is. Can't be helped. I mean, this seems like a nice enough game. I think we might have lost Detective because his girlfriend's like, don't fucking talk about Busch Gardens, okay? Geez, what kind of horrors it could have gone down. Oh, you know what, guys? Yeah, that's right. I guess I haven't talked about the whole Zoe Quinn murder escapades. Yeah, I've been trying to tell people for years that Zoe Quinn is a fucking lunatic. Okay? Which is kind of like a lunatic, but a little bit loonier and more bloodsucky. Now, for the two of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Zoe Quinn is the son of, or the daughter, I was thinking about Brianna Wu for a second there, the daughter of a Californian millionaire, and she's a trust fund baby who's never had a real job in her life. She gets other people to make comic books and video games. Well, you know, text-based video games that you can beat in 5 minutes. And then she puts her name on it. And it's kind of like a rite of passage for shitty companies that want to lose money to hire her to make awful comic books or novels. And every now and then she'll just say like, oh, I'm not getting enough dollars on Patreon. Much like I'm not. You can sign up using the links in my description of the video. And she says, oh, this guy touched my butt. This guy farted in my mouth while I was sleeping. And the most recent guy decided to kill himself. And the poor little lad, he was a game developer, and his studio completely turned their back on him. And his own sister, who's a radical feminist, is like, oh yeah, don't harass Zoe. My brother's a rapist, and he should be burning in hell. And I can't feel too bad for the guy, because, I mean, he was one of those people, right? If it wasn't happening to him, he would have been one of the people driving the other guy it happened to kill himself. And yes, I have seen the DMs. He had some messages a couple years ago where he's like, I think one of my exes is trying to make me kill myself and ruin my name. And there's a vast conspiracy of people trying to ruin my life. And they found some of Zoe's personal messages to somebody else who had a pang of conscience where she's like, well, you know, I didn't read too much of it. I don't want to mischaracterize it, but basically, let's ruin this guy. Let's have him get suicidal, beg for mercy, that kind of thing. And you know, I would be okay with it if she wasn't fat and nasty. Keep in mind, all the pictures you see of her are photoshopped to hell and back. Kind of like all the pictures of Brianna Wu, where they try to make it look like a human being when it so clearly is not. Oh yeah, that is correct, the player. That is the Trump curse. Somebody showed me a tweet where he's like, I'm fucking sad for America, and I wish Trump would die. Wouldn't it be great if Donald Blumph would die? 4 days later, he outlived you, fucker! How about you suck a dick in hell while you're at it, my friend? Alright, I'm hoping I get a new level, because I got a new level, and then I died, and it put me back to the first level, and I don't get why they did that. I don't really know what I'm doing in this game too much. They edited out Brianna's hunchback. He does look just like Zelda. Not Princess Zelda, but Zelda from Pet Sematary, the original movie. The one that had the spinal injury and I'll twist your spine so that you never get out of bed again! Wow, that's way better than what I have. Holy shit. Like, I think if I met Brianna, I said I would cage fight him, but I'd probably be just scared to death if I ever saw him in real life. He's a spooky looking motherfucker. Oh no, 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 what'd I do? Okay. I thought I hit the button that makes me quit, but I didn't. I really need some health, I'm gonna die. I can't believe they didn't give me more health between levels. What a bunch of horse shit. Okay, give me a health, give me a health. These things sometimes drop health, please. Please don't kill me. Damn it. These fuckers always hit me. They're just a little bit faster than me. You know, I do talk about the eventual Emptyhero game, but I never say the details. But one of the things I want to do is it will be a first-person styled, kind of like a Duke Nukem-y kind of game, but no guns, no violence whatsoever. It'll be based in the Europe universe, and it'll be all about gaming press and the gaming media. Kind of think of it like one of those 80 after-school specials. Where it'd be like, don't do drugs, kids! Fucking Alvin from the Chipmunks and Leonardo the Turtle is telling you that. But it'll be all like various gaming personalities, just with slightly different names, yeah? Oh, yes, Joey, exactly. Okay. No, they put me back! Oh, fuck you, game. Hold on a second, I want to check a couple of things. What an odd system. Alright, it has been, what, like 45 minutes? Yeah. I guess we'll do like another half an hour. I need to get a certain amount of concurrent viewers for a certain period of time, or I don't get paid. And as much as I enjoy this game, they didn't give me a full copy, it's just the demo. So I don't want to grind the demo for my entire fucking life, you know? At least with that RE Death game, they gave me the whole thing. They actually gave me that and a free copy to give to the fans. So one of you guys got to enjoy it. Have I seen the Bell Gargoyles interview on the Young Turks? No. What did Sank chop off their tail and jam it up his ass? What are you talking about? Miguel Puente, the one thing I don't know how to do is code. Like, I can write a story, I can make the art just fine. My current YouTube project is actually a somewhat animated retelling of my Woman the Retarded Animal You Can Have Sex With video. And that'll be out in like a week or two. I can't really work on it until I swap out my PSU, because using Adobe Premiere is just draining too much power, and it's crashing my PC. But like I said, that's why I don't want to talk too much about the game. It's so far off, and the first step will be learning to code a little bit. I always hate when you go to a friend's house and they're like, let me tell you about my fucking dream game. It's like Mass Effect, except I'm the main character, and everybody loves me, and I have sex with everybody. And I go, everybody? And they go, yeah, everybody. Get that fucking hot fucking dick in the fucking hot pussy! I have one friend from college, and he would always talk about his Mass Effect fan fiction. He's like, yeah, I've got like 60 people reading it. It's 6,000 pages, and he showed it to me. I was like, half of this is porn. What the fuck, man? Why are you showing me your weird self-insert porn? What the fuck? And I would just feel like that guy if I talk too much about it, you know? Like, never be that guy, okay, guys? Don't talk about a project if you don't have the ability to do it. In fact, before I do that, let's see, what's the order of operations for my writing projects? First is Curse of Ilson, which is a horror novel that I had previously published, but pulled because I wanted to do a complete rewrite. And I'm going to have a couple of weeks off of work in January. So I'll be doing a lot of streams during that time, and I think I'll be able to finish that then. Because I can't have a day job and write at the same time. It just doesn't work. I can't concentrate. Not as much as I need to. After that will be Europe 3, which I have a basic skeleton for that, story structure, characters, some jokes written down. That'll take a couple of months. Then there's another non-comedy that I'm not going to talk about yet, it's a little too early. Then, a little story about my time in the Air Force, which will be a comedy, but, you know, all true stuff that really happened. Then I'll make the game. I like to keep things in order, you know? Oh, and there might be a couple of short stories that get bundled in with my currently existing short story split in two. Anybody who already has a copy of that will get the other stuff for free if they have the audiobook or the ebook edition. Whenever I get around to updating that. Oh, does a detective want to get dragged back in it? I couldn't see that he left. I can't see Discord. Let me swap him out. Do I still talk with my Air Force buddies? No. Before I bring him in, my one really good Air Force friend killed himself. I talk about that. He's the guy from the teabag story. He got thrown into military prison, and when they let him out, he hung himself. But that's a long story for a different day. Let's bring our good old pal detective back in, yeah? Hey, what's up, baby? How's it going?
Huh?
Oh, they told me in chat you wanted to get back in.
Oh yeah, I thought I got disconnected at a phone, and then I couldn't get. I don't know where you were in channels. I just sat.
I have a secret chat room that only people with a certain rank can get in. You don't. I guess you don't have a rank right now, so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I just sat there, and then I was like, I guess you're done, so I'll just talk to you later. And then I was fucking off about to turn on the TV.
Just so anybody who ever wants to get in voice chat, just get in one of the 2 public chat rooms. And if I feel like ruining the stream by bringing you in, I'll drag you in manually. Okay?
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention until I just started hearing fucking voice in the. My bad.
Hey, how's your kid doing?
She's great, man.
How old is she?
She will be 11 months old coming up here in September.
Ooh, yeah, you shouldn't tell me that because now they're going to be able to guess your kid's birthday the next month.
Say October.
There you go, that's better. Got to cover your tracks a little bit. That's all. Did you name the kid after me? I think I already asked that.
No, you already asked me that.
Don't tell us the kid's name, by the way. Okay?
I'm not going to.
Okay, yeah, don't do that. Or Ross will really look you up. He's still mad about that time we chatted with him and just shit in his mouth. The last I heard, he was in jail.
Is he in jail for real?
Yeah, he was. There was a Discord group that was just fucking with him all day, every day, and he was trashing his room in his halfway house, and they kicked him out and called the police.
I heard it was a motel though, and it was like 2 Nigerian guys watching him, which is even weirder than it should be.
Just get a little closer to the mic. You're being quiet again.
I said I heard it was a motel room. If you're talking about the same incident I'm thinking of, and it was like 2 Nigerian workers that were supposed to be in a motel, and he like lost it because he kept getting on Discord and people fucked with him. So I don't really know what he was expecting, but.
Someone's asking, would Ross be angry if you shit in his mouth? Not if you're under the age of 10.
But yeah, probably not if you're under the age of 10, like you just said.
You know, I was always disappointed that it took so long for that guy to go to jail. He really is a public nuisance.
Didn't really understand that either. I was kind of like, I think there was one stream where like he admitted he wanted to go on a school shooting, right?
Yeah, that was our stream. He wanted to fuck dead kids and dead women and shoot up a school.
And I was a little drunk, and I was at a friend's house listening, and somebody kept literally spam to listen to this shit and get on. And I heard it. I just hopped in there and just started hollering a little bit and just saying, "This is fucking stupid. Like, just stop talking to the guy, report him to the fucking cops, have him go out of his house, and just get it done and over with."
Now, for those in chat who are curious, the video is called Emptyhero versus Ross to catch a predator, something like that. I snagged the audio from Detective's channel, which thank God I did because you don't have that anymore, do you? The original? Because I learned my lesson because I went on your stream a couple of times and I thought I should clip this, and then like a week later it was deleted.
No, I started hiding. I have all the live streams. I just put them on because what happened was people would fuck with me by going into the comments in there, and then they would report the streams, and then they would try to clip every second to do it. It was getting frustrating. It's the reason why I don't do the podcast anymore. I was doing, which was the local podcast I had.
It's a shame. Bloodsports invented cancel culture before the social justice warriors did it. Ain't that some shit?
It was just A-logs. Like, I have a lot of A-logs, man. I just do. I have a lot of people who are really obsessively angry, and they can't really explain themselves. And It just doesn't. I don't know. I can't actually answer it. I'm sure those people can. Yeah,
well,
come in, man.
I can understand making fun of you for the whole incident, but you know, it's no reason to hate you just because you did a goofy thing. Oh, by the way, for the people asking, we are talking to Exceptional Detective today.
Hey,
He's our good old pal.
I'm back now. I'm sorry, my buddy came home. He was showing me.
In fact, I want to start a precedent where you can come back, just in case I ever start asking people for lewd photographs, because I just might do it one day. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll just wake up and decide that's my thing.
All right, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention, man. I had someone come in and was talking to me about something. I do apologize. No, where did I leave off at? I'm sorry. Where were you at?
You're going to share your recipe for flan with me.
I don't have one, but okay.
You don't have... Oh, go fuck yourself. Flan's delicious.
No, I think, where did I leave off? Talking about the podcast I used to do?
Oh, yeah, because people kept reporting you.
It started with, after... You remember that streamer? I mean, it started just a little bit before. I was pretty much done. I think I was done doing the podcast, that stream where I was just trying to stream me playing a game. And people, Britbong and you and like everybody just hopped in my Discord.
Oh yeah, that was another one I wanted to clip.
And everybody just started hashing shit out on my stream, like while I was trying to play a video game, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was the one where I wanted to talk to Britbong, but every time I popped in, he popped out. Remember, he said he had to take a shower.
Right. You guys got into it because I think it was me and you on voice, and I was playing like a game. I was pretty much done at that point. I was like, I'm not doing those kind of streams anymore. I'm just gonna stream about a game and chill out, have a good time. And I was streaming like BattleTech, and then you were hanging out with me, and then all of a sudden, like, people who did not like me showed up, but they were all Britbong fans, and they had an issue with you. I think Ross showed up. I think Ross showed up first, if I recall. Remember that? It was the weirdest. And Ross thought you were Jim.
No, that was a different one. Those are two different things.
Oh my god! Every time. See, this is what I'm saying. Like it just, I couldn't ever do my podcast the way I like to because every time I did it, I get fucking turbo speds. Because then even in that one, there was some guy showed up about Dark Side Phil and some shit that went down like 4 years ago, and he was like hyperventilating and driving at the same time, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like he couldn't even explain coherently why he was angry. He just was mad.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, you have the best outcome of any of those guys.
Oh, I don't even doubt that, man. I make really good money now. I'm for sure people already know what I do for a living, but
you know, spend time with your family. You know, the internet's bullshit. Who cares?
Oh, dude, it's so ridiculously bullshit, man.
You know how much I would love to get canceled and not have to do internet stuff anymore? I could go fishing like 4 days a week. I love fishing. I don't do it as much as I like to.
That shit. I just went deer hunting not too long ago. I just came back from South Carolina.
Oh, once again, they ask me this every 5 minutes. This is Exceptional Detective. Okay, guys? He does have a channel on YouTube. Maybe you should subscribe to it. Maybe he'll start making content again.
I don't know, man. I thought about making a video. No, nobody wants videos like that from me, man. Nobody, like I said, my experience in that side of the internet is just, at the end of it, I mean, I don't see a real reason why to do it anymore. I mean, every time I do that kind of content, people do, tomfoolery in order to get me involved in other shit, and then they spin it, and they just make up shit, and they lie, and they fuck with people in my family, they fuck with my exes for some weird reason to try to see if they'll get on the internet to spill. It's the same, you know how this shit goes, man. It's the dumbest.
I'm beloved by everyone, so I don't have to deal with that. Everybody just loves me.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But it always boils down to some Z-celeb from either Gamergate or some Z-celeb from the obscure part of the internet that didn't like what I had to say. And then they get really... Like the last... Okay, so like a little legitimate one that nobody really knows about, right? This is my most recent shitstorm that happened privately. Thank God.
Wait, did Jamal come to your house and blow on you with his poop breath?
No.
That shitstorm?
No. I would blow him away with a 12 gauge. But... Stand your ground as a beautiful
okay.
wall.
You don't want him to kiss the back of your neck with his pee-pee breath?
Not at all.
Oh, I would. He's a beautiful boy.
What happened was, is my last video I uploaded was me shitting on the Smash community. I kind of went through all their autism because nobody made a video.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Because they were smuggling in Japanese people in trucks.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna make a part 2 kind of covering that because that story itself was just surreal. But I basically shit all over the Smash community, just explaining that they're hyper autistic, and the whole point of it at the end is that they need to clean up their community because they ruined E3 last year when it happened because of fucking Bayonetta and like the way they act.
They need to take some of Ross's Febreze. And while he's spraying in his mouth like Banaka. They're smelly boys.
If you had to put a person's face as a logo for the Smash community, I would say Ross is a pretty good bet. They're just like Ross's, and they stink. They're fucking awkward. They don't take baths. They might like children. They're crazy. They can't speak right. They're hyper autistic. I mean, it's just...
Did you see somebody throw a crab, like a real crab, at, what was it, Hungry Box? Is that the guy's name? The guy that nobody likes because he's a dickhead?
I don't know who that is. I don't...
He's the guy who wins everything because he uses Jigglypuff, and someone just threw a fucking gigantic crab at him.
Yeah. They're turbo speds. So the majority, I'm not saying all, but the majority of the Smash community are just turbo speds and autistic and crazy. And
well, you know, I do play Smash with my friends, items off, 3 stocks, but I also bathe and have a job and have a girlfriend and go outside.
I was about to say, that's fine. Like, there's certain community channels. I even put a couple of them at the end. Like I said at the end of it, the whole point of shitting on them and pointing out how fucking insane they are, the community is as a whole, is because they need to change their image before they just, nobody wants to deal with them anymore. I mean, it's...
Oh, nobody wants... It's already there.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty much at that point. So I said this is the coming to Jesus moment type video. And at the end, I listed some YouTubers that are Smash YouTubers that are really good, that seem to be trying to pull the autism away. Like, pull it into a better light that it's not autism. But what happened, a lot of it is I got turbo autists from the Smash community really mad at me. I had a couple of them like email me begrudgingly.
Well, yeah, they're the people who they spend like 80 hours a week honing their skills wave dashing with Fox. You don't think they have time to send you an angry letter?
I had like 3 different ones, right? So like 2 were emails and like 1 was like a Twitter spat. And before I deleted the Twitter, and like the first 2 emails, the first one was mad because I took a video clip of another guy explaining like why Smash is a fighting game, and I took a part where he explained that Smash was kind of a fighting game, but it's not a real fighting game. Like, the guy even says that. Like, he says it's technically not a fighting game in the sense of like Street Fighter or Tekken.
Yeah, you don't have a health bar.
Right, but it can be considered a fighting game if you set very, very strict, very, very specific parameters. But I used it as a talking point as a talking point that people don't respect the game because they don't think it's a fighting game.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, we were very poor, and if we had a game, we would find ways to make it interesting. And my brother and I, we would have a competition every week to play through all of our old games and have a contest, even the games that weren't multiplayer. So we'd be like, who can beat Turok the fastest, right? And in a way, we would make a competition out of something that really wasn't competitive. But, you know, that wasn't our lifestyle. That was just for fun.
Yeah, right. So the first guy, he emailed me about that. He was anal about the fact that I took a video clip saying Smash wasn't a fighting game. And he basically wrote me like a 20-page essay about why Smash is a fighting game, and I just didn't even read it.
He wrote you what Spanish people call white guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But
real quick, let me just plug the game. We are playing, what's it called? Oh, Dreamscapers. The links are in the description.
Sponsoring it, bro.
Okay, keep going.
And then the second guy emailed me, and that guy was mad because... This one was actually good. I did read it. He was upset because there's a pro player, and I made a statement that fans treat the pro players like literal gods because that's how they speak. They call them like the 4 gods or whatever.
Okay, just get a little closer to the mic. Just a little bit.
All right, so can you hear me now?
I can hear you, just it's a little faint, you know?
Okay. What I was saying was I had another guy email me, and this one was actually pretty good. And he was pretty mad that I took... Okay, so there's the fans like to call the top players, the top 4 players.
Oh yeah, they're the gods.
the gods, and they were very obsessed by literally worshiping them sometimes as gods. I even had a picture of a guy who made a shrine to like one of these 4 guys, and I should have put it in the video. I didn't do it. I should have. I didn't. I had a lot of content to work with, so I didn't really get to that point. But I had put in a lot of the tweets and the conversations in the forum posts.
Hey, Dolly, how's it going?
Describing them as gods, and he was mad because I had said we don't think they're real gods, man. They're not real gods.
Hey, you're not our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah. So he was mad about that. Then he went on a tangent about explaining to me what this one guy they referred to as a god, what he meant by referring to his as Naruto, the show. And okay,
you got into a monotheistic theology discussion about Naruto?
No, I didn't even talk to the guy. He just emailed me his explanation as to why, Naruto, when the guy was talking about his life and comparing it to Naruto in such great detail, he wasn't autistic.
Let me explain to you how I'm exactly like Sasuke. 1, I'm an anime character. 2, I will have sex with Naruto one day. And 3,
Yes.
I'm Sasuke.
One of those 4 gods wrote a lot about his childhood, and he's obviously clearly eccentric. And the guy was
That's how you describe it, eccentric?
Yes. And he's like, he's not an autist, okay? You can't just call him autistic.
Oh, is this Leffen, that Swedish guy you're talking about? The Swedish Asian?
No, some other dude. He kept saying he was Naruto over and over and over
The
again.
Swedish
like,
German. He got fucked in the ass by a minor.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Oh, you don't know about Leffen, the Swedish German?
No, I know who he is. I don't know about the fucking
Okay.
the ass part.
Oh, well, our good old pal Jamal, he moved to the West over in California for a couple of months.
Of course he did.
And he said to a bartender, I've been prospecting these mountains for gold for weeks. And I've been having some luck, but there don't seem to be any women around here. And the bartender says, oh, we don't have women around here. If you want to have sex, you got to go talk to Leffen, the Swedish German. And Jamas says, well, I'm not into that funny stuff. So he goes back to the mountains and he starts prospecting. A couple weeks later, he's back at the bar. And he says, are you sure, bartender, there's no women around here? And the bartender says, yeah, you've got to go talk to Leffen, the Swedish German. And Jamas says, I'm really not into that funny stuff, but a man is only so strong. And, God made us with these foibles. And, who's really to blame for me being weak, me or him? So, just show me how to get to this Leffen, the Swedish German, and I don't want anybody to know. And the bartender says, well, a couple of people are going to know. I'm going to know because I told you. You're going to know because you're doing it. And Leffen's going to know. And then weird. 2 other guys are going to know. And Jamas said, oh, why would 2 other guys know? And the bartender says, well, because they're going to have to hold Leffen down. He's not into that funny stuff neither. There you go. That's my Norm Macdonald joke that I stole. Eat shit, chat. Go fuck yourself.
And all the stars are here.
The optional punchline is he goes, oh no, we have sex with animals here. And the guy winds up fucking a pig. And he goes, oh, that's Ketch Lichner's wife.
Have you, speaking of Norm, because now you reminded me, have you noticed that O.J. Simpson has a Twitter account?
Yes.
And he tweets a lot, and it's quite entertaining.
He tweets 1 tweet per day for every stabbing he put on Nicole. Took her fucking head off.
Oof. Oof.
Too soon? Should I wait another 30 years, you fuck?
Too soon.
Yeah, let me date myself. I remember being in grade school and they were talking about the O.J. Simpson case. And we had a black bus driver, and when they announced he was innocent, he pulled the bus over. And he was like, what? Eat shit, white kids? What? Innocent?
I believe that. I fucking actually believe that. Did you see Dave Chappelle's new skit before?
Oh yeah, except for the part where he's like, we need to kill all the white people. It was pretty funny, except for that.
Yeah. He was pretty on point. I find it entertaining that Netflix took it down.
Oh, did they? I thought that was a phony post that they didn't actually take it down.
No, it's not. It's not up there. No,
fuck Netflix.
They're actually highlighting his last 2 skits, but this new one, he's not. It's not up there. It's because he shit on the transvestites real hard again.
It was so funny too. I don't care if you make fun of me as long as it's funny.
They need comedians to make fun of them. They never get made fun of. It's not.
You know what? They can take a fucking hot scalpel to the cock and balls and have their fucking nipples inverted and shoved up their ass, but they can't take a joke? Like, get on with it. Come on. You can take your uncle's dick your entire childhood and then just a random litany of cocks the rest of your life. You can take a joke, okay?
Oh man, yeah, but I had a lot of sped. I had a couple speds from the Smash Brothers thing, just kind of poke at me, and it was very entertaining reading why they were mad. A lot of it had to do with autism, like really dumb shit like the Naruto.
Yeah, I had a guy at my college who he would wear the Naruto headband, and he's this big fat greasy guy, and he wore the same clothing every single day. You could smell him from like a block away.
That's fucking rough right there. Yeah, I would have thrown water on him with soap.
I was so glad I didn't have any classes with the guy. He was an art major, and the one time I talked to him, he was like, "Oh, let me show you my final project," and it was just like chibi-style Naruto characters. It's like you spent $10,000 to do that, you fucking moron.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I were you, Empty, I would have sat down and contemplated my life before I even had that conversation with him.
What I wanted to do was chop off his arms and legs, and then put my mouth on the rim of his beehole, and then just use him to blow smelly gas around the room, just ruin people's day. That's not gay, right?
Nah, that's pretty gay.
it's not eating his ass, it's using his ass as a flute.
Nah, it's pretty gay.
It'd be a toot flute.
Nah, I think it's gay. Just, no. Oh, man. I'm surprised that you guys weren't the ones that got Jimma to eat shit. I'm still like taken aback by that. Like, how do you?
Oh no, I actually got a little mad. The guy who tricked him sent me a PM like bragging about it, and I explained to the guy he's kind of an asshole. It's fun to troll people, but he basically got a guy with the mental intelligence of a 6-year-old to sexually abuse himself. I was like, don't be so proud of outsmarting a retard. And I had to remind him. Jamal has a little bit of a humiliation fetish. That Max guy, he basically had gay humiliation sex with Jamal over the internet.
Yeah, I see that. It's funny you say that because my former friend Tamba had, I used to warn him all the time about Ross because he's really stuck up Ross's ass, so it became like his thing, and he went from like being chill and playing video games to just being a turbo fucking A-log and.
Well, just for the record, guys, any of you guys control Jama, I am not his keeper, and I think what happened was kind of funny, but there's trolling and then there's just abusing people who have limited cognitive ability.
Someone to get butt naked on camera, and while you're standing there, and then convince them to shit in their hand and shove it in their mouth. Like I need to know what that's some serious. That's a lot of work to get someone to do that for free.
Can I just tell you how glad I am I've not seen that video or any of those?
Yeah, don't. It will shock you, and then you go, why would you do that?
Max is like, let me show you this funny video I have, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I'm opening the thing. He's like, oh, it's Jamal eating poop and pee. I was like, yeah, let's never look at that in my entire life, thanks.
Yeah, it's and he's naked, and he's got I think he's got like the Nazi falcon on his chest or something. I don't know.
I did like his when they got him to do the Fortnite dance naked. That one, that's within limits. That's funny.
What did he do? Like, what did they? Was he drunk? Was he like? There's so many questions. Like, how do you convince someone to do all that?
Oh, he got banned from BritBong's Discord, and they told him if he naked Fortnite danced, they would let him back in. Of course, they did not.
And he did it.
And that's when I started talking to the guy, because I was trying to explain to him that not everybody who talks to him online is his friend. Actually, I haven't told anybody in chat yet. BritBong was trying to steal money from Jamal last week. He was, let me look it up. He's got a Discord account, and he was trying to pretend to be a lawyer who was going to represent Jamal in suing that Maximilian guy. And I thought it was BritBong because I sent him a PM to BritBong, and that guy leaked it to Jamal the same day. Because Jamal was going to report him, and I'm a decent guy, so I sent BritBong a screen cap warning him that Jamal was going to fuck with him, because, I try to play fair. And an hour later, Jamal's like, this guy sent me this PM, And, oh, I've been giving him money to be a lawyer. And later that day, Britbong came into my channel with, like, 2 fans, and they were trying to troll Jama, but I didn't ban them, I let them stay to try to see what they were up to, and I banned that account, the one that was stealing the money, and the moment I banned it, I got a PM from Britbong saying, "Why'd you ban me?" And then real quick, oh wait, no, I clicked out by accident. So let me look at Jama. What's the name of the guy?
Like, how does he have money if he's that dysfunctional?
He has a job.
He can't function.
He has a pretty good job. I think he makes about 15 bucks an hour. Oh, it was Fart Gonker. If any of you guys talk to Fart Gonker, that's Britbong in disguise, being a complete dickhead. Like, I get, you know, troll Jama, make fun of him. The guy ate poop, you can laugh at him. But you're literally stealing from a retard. The guy's mom's dead. He lives in a fucking halfway house.
Really, how does he work? How does he have a job if he's this, like...
Oh, he went through a government program, and he works on computers. Jama's actually a very technically skilled guy. And I've had him on stream a couple of times.
No, I can't let you walk away from that. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, what do you need clarification?
Him to get butt naked. If he's that technically skilled, why? Like, somebody literally convinced him for free to get naked.
Oh yeah, look.
And eat his own shit and piss. And you're telling me he's technically skilled.
If you direct Jama and you tell him what to do or how to do it, he can do it fine. When I've had him on streams and I've set up jokes, he could do the punchline. He's a funny guy. He's smart. As much as
he ate his own poop.
No, let me finish. But you can convince him to do anything. He has no judgment.
Like, I see that. I'm sure you could, like, if he's willing to get butt naked on camera and eat his own poop and piss, I wouldn't be surprised if someone can easily convince him to go murder a stranger. Oh
yeah, look, earlier in the year he was sending Britbong really threatening videos like, "Hey, I know where you live, haha, I'm not going to kill you, but I know where you live, teehee. I'm not going to beat you up even though I'm 3 times your size, but haha, I know where you live, haha."
I think like Jima should sit on him and then poop in his hand again and feed it to Britbong.
Oh, I would love Jama to just rape Britbong in the ass.
Oh god.
With his gay Cyclops dick. Just fuck him right in the ass.
What? No.
And when he comes, he's like, "I have some liquid onion for you." Just come right down his throat.
Okay, man. That's too much. Too much.
Are you getting a half chub? I'm sorry. I have the amazing ability to say disgusting things and not imagine it myself. And people hate when I do it. That's why I love doing it.
I saw some of you did some videos on VR chat. I was watching a couple of them. They're pretty... You were fucking around on there.
Yeah, I've been doing some streams, but I delete most of them because, you know, some dickhead plays a song in the background, and then it gets a copyright strike or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I fucking hate YouTube. It's dumb.
In fact, my most popular video, the Japanese girl one, where I get them to say ridiculous things, I wanted to make a new one, but YouTube just made the one I have adults only. So, like, 1% of YouTube's audience can look at it. It's complete bullshit.
That's interesting. That's funny, actually.
Well, not to me. That was my most viewed video. That cost me like 700 views per day. I'm out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, man.
It went from like 800 views a day to 100.
Wow. Goddamn.
That's the one that PewDiePie reacted to and a bunch of other people, but he was the only one who was a decent enough person to link to it. The rest of them are all these Puerto Rican fuckers who don't speak English, and they refused to do it. And I could copyright claim them, but then I think they would just go, "Oh, well, let's just destroy this guy's account, because I got 1 million followers and you don't." YouTube's fucked up. It really is. Not that I'm complaining. You know, they do host all my stuff for free, and they enable me to, you know, get sponsored streams like this and have people buy my books and go on Patreon and throw $2 at me to tell me that Angela Orozco-Cortez looks like a horse, but they'd still fuck her because they would fuck a horse.
Lord.
Now, hot take, detective, would you fuck a horse? Yes or no?
No.
No?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Now, look, I grew up with horses. I lived in a rural area, and I used to have to feed them and
say that right after saying,
brush them.
You know, fucking horse.
Now, look, I wouldn't fuck a horse, but, you know, maybe just a little smooch. nothing wrong with a smooch. You probably give your dog a smooch, right?
Empty, calm down. Calm down.
You don't give your cat a little smooch? Maybe your iguana? Look, I think it should be legal to smooch your horse, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Wait, wait, Dave Chappelle responded to ContraPoints? What?
Yeah, that's one of those names that I hear a lot. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Isn't that a YouTube guy? Oh, somebody in chat's channeling Sargon. He said it depends on the horse.
Videos about Dave Chappelle being wanting to murder trannies.
You don't want to murder trannies. I mean, we all do in our own way, but he didn't say that.
Dave Chappelle just released a statement responding to ContraPoints and other tranny critics. And all he said was, I told you all about those alphabet people, didn't I?
Yeah, I love the alphabet people. That's such a funny way to describe it.
That's like, the way he described them about all being in the same car riding around, but each one is like fucked up in their own way. It's pretty on point, I think.
Yeah, I knew going into it that Dave kind of hates white people. I think he really hates Jewish people, but he can't say that, so he just hates white people in general.
I don't think he hates white people. He's got a lot of white friends. I mean,
well, he just has a lot of resentment. So I knew that there was going to be a point where he's like, yeah, you know, we need to get guns and shoot white people, and he did it. And I expected it, but other than that, he did a great job.
Gears 5 includes trans, gay, pride,
multiplayer it has
banners.
25 different versions of the gay flag.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Somebody in your chat just linked this article from One Angry Gamer.
Now, can I just mention real quick, guys? The Emptyhero game will have the most gay and transsexual characters of any game ever made. However, I will be making fun of them. Okay? Just float that out there. Have you, Detective, have you seen... not a lot of people know about this, because they never talked about it. I did a male voice dub of Momo the Cat Girl for Honey Pop. It's a mod called Homie Pop.
Really?
Yeah, it's an all-male voice.
I haven't played Honey Pop in so long.
Okay, well, if you know Momo the Cat Girl, I do the Mr. Dig voice, and I'm like, ah, suck my pussy, you sexy little boy. And I tried to get Beatstar, the guy behind it, to contact Kotaku and be like, look, we made a gay mod for this porn game. But he just never got around to it, and I think it would have exploded if he did that.
That's fucking awesome, man. You should, have you ever thought about, like, doing, like, getting on a, I don't know what fucking stream you could actually play these games on, but maybe like a D-Live account, maybe they might, I don't know. But, like, you ever thought about playing, like, one of those, like,
what, porn games?
The Monster Girl porn games, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they have tons of them on Steam.
I like how you know exactly what the game's called, but you're pretending you're like, you know, you know, last time I talked to,
No, dude, there's a, okay, so
hold on. The last time I talked to Worski, he was talking about a Japanese dick girl porn, and he was like, oh, the futu something. I was like, you know what the fuck it's called. You don't fool me, you motherfucker.
No, the only game I know, because I don't really play a lot of it. I know I have a friend named Danny who loves those kind of games, and it's kind of weird, but the only game I know of is when Hitbox Live used to exist. This was Hitbox.tv used to exist. There was another guy I helped with the streams, and I wish he'd come back because he was awesome, but I don't think he can. But he narrated. He played only the hentai games, and he narrated all of them. And he started with like his entire story with this Monster Girl game. And the Monster Girl game was super fucking long. He had like 500 hours in this fucking game. But he would narrate everything, and each character had its own. It was ridiculous.
Oh, you know, let me plug something up. We've been playing Oblivion on stream the last couple of weeks, and the Sky Oblivion's coming out, and our good old pal Sebastian Brightbottom from the Bad Guys voices an orc for that game.
Really?
And I had an opportunity to do a voice for the game, but I was too busy. I couldn't get to it. Honestly, if it was Morrowind, I would have gone for it, because I do an amazing Falgor impression. I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, you should try to see if you can get a channel and play one of those and just like try to narrate it because it was something special to watch that. Because
Well, can I tell you, I'm using
really
Restream,
nice.
so I'm on YouTube. That's 90% of my audience. I got a couple people watching on Twitch, and I have like one guy who goes to DLive.
You do have a DLive? Oh my god.
I guess if I got banned from YouTube, people would either watch on YouTube or Twitch, but I'm not, so they don't. Or not YouTube or Twitch. DLive or Twitch, I mean.
Yeah. So, are you ever gonna? Are you?
No, I'm not gonna play a porn game on stream. You fucking. What are you talking
not
about?
that. I was changing the subject. Are you ever gonna do like a podcast type deal, like we were talking about?
You know, I think I could totally do what Ralph does and just do it better.
Yeah,
but I was trying to get to this earlier. I think
and
people
eat
watch who they
trash
want to
box.
watch and who they're used to watching. Like, I could do Ralph's thing and be way better at it, but the people who watch that, they like Ralph. Why are they gonna give me a shot if they already like what he does? Like, I did my Brianna Wu video and my my Boogie video. They're really well done. I think they're better than any other video of that type, but the people who watch that kind of video already have their sources. They don't know that I do it. So it makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I was just saying, you know, like you said, you have the talent. You could do it if you wanted to, but if you don't feel like it, it's no big deal, man.
The real
It's not like
problem
people
is,
can't tune in for others.
like, I've called in a Ralph show, I think, twice, and I stayed on for 5 minutes, and then I got out, because I work in the morning. I have a morning job. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. every day.
I
can't do a late night show.
I personally don't like about Ralph. Like, I have one big gripe with him. You ready?
Wait, let me guess. The gunt obscures that luscious cock.
No, that's on him, man. I mean, that's all his own
I
fault,
just messed with
right?
you.
Like, he's a sack of shit in his own right, but that's on him. That's not.
Okay.
I don't like the fact. I don't even know how this happened, and it personally made me not like this YouTuber a little bit because he went on his show in general.
Oh, real quick, they were asking, guys, the game is called Dreamscapers. The description is, or the link's in the description of the video. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay, man. It's your
I
show.
gotta plug it every now and then, or I don't get paid.
I hated the fact that he got Seth. Have you ever seen that YouTuber, the game review YouTuber, Seth?
Seth. Yes, people always tell me that I'm like a shittier version of him, even though I've been around for 10 more years.
He's awesome. Somehow, I don't even know how Ralph did it. I don't know, but he had an entire segment or show with him on a while ago, and that was the only time I ever tuned in since I last saw him. And I just got angry because he didn't know who he really fucking was. He didn't really pay attention to anything. The guy was like...
No show prep, huh?
No, he never show preps unless you're talking about drinking a half a bottle of gin. But he had this guy on here, awesome fucking guy. He could have reached out to like other people like Mandalore Gaming or Uncle Sam, get all three of these guys on there and have a really awesome game review-esque type show. And instead, he kind of blew it, and not knowing who this guy was, and kept talking about dumb shit like politics. It just irritated, it pissed me off. It was the first time I was like, fuck Ralph.
Now, you know how I felt that first time that you had Ross on. Oh, you know, that wasn't you, that was Failure who had Ross on, and I wanted to have that same call I had on your show, on Failure's show. He had like 3 fucking people watching, and, and I had the biggest pull of anybody in his fucking waiting room. He was like, yeah, let's talk to this fucking nobody that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, you really lucked out that he did that, so I could call into your show instead.
When you came in on when we did the show on mine, and the first caller was fucking Ross, and he accused you of being Mr. Medicare.
That's beautiful.
He was so mad at you. He was like, "Fuck you, Jim."
And then fake Ross came in, and he told me that I dox people, but he never explained who I'm doxing. I still want to know, who did I dox? I don't want to dox anybody. Let me know. I'll undo it.
I wonder what happened to fake Ross. I forgot all about that guy.
Didn't he like bomb threat the FBI or something?
Yeah, he did actually. That's right. He sent like a picture of a gun, and then he did a bomb threat.
And he's like Punjabi, right?
Yeah, he's some Indian dude who lives like with a foster care or something like that.
Yeah, I think the joke I came up with was that real Ross, he likes little babies in diapers, and fake Ross wears one on his head. Which just tickles me pink.
Yeah, no, every time me and you have done a show on my stream, always like the people who can't stand me and the most they show up, don't they? It's the weirdest.
Well, can I tell you? Sometimes I have a guy called Cuddly Zabazian co-host. Not every time, but like every fourth time. He's got a Kiwis Farms thread. He's done a bunch of goofy shit too. And I don't give a fuck. I kind of like it when my audience hates my co-host. It's more fun for me.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I bring Jama on, they're like, why are you bringing this fucking asshole on? He stinks. And I'm like, it's fun for me that you hate him.
Oh, man. No, it's just funny because now I'm thinking about it. Every time we've done a show, we bring on, like, all the people who can't stand me and can't stand you at the same... Like, Britt Bong shows up.
Well, he's the only guy who can't... Everybody else loves me. I hate to be that guy. Actually, no, I love to be that guy. But pretty much, you know, if you guys in chat can think of somebody who does not like me, please let me know. Because then it'll be that guy and Britt Bong.
Yeah, you don't want to be hated on the internet too much, man. You can get a lot of fucking crazy people.
Well, you know what? I guess Brianna Wu hates me. You know, social justice-y people, but they don't fucking count. They hate everybody. They hate everybody and everything. They hate life. That's why they want to kill babies.
Yeah, probably.
I did see a while ago when Ian Miles Chong, he leaked all those chat logs he had with all those people. They were quoting me making fun of Randy Harper. And I think they were like, oh, he's added to the list. I never found out, what is that list? What's that all about?
I think they have like a SJW, like Nazi list or something. I don't know.
Well, I was definitely on the block bot.
Yeah.
But I wonder, am I going to get the Zoe Quinn fucking wake up dead treatment, you know? Maybe that guy didn't kill himself. Maybe they just took him out. You know, more blood for the blood gods kind of deal.
You think it's like an Epstein kind of case?
Yeah, it's like the end of The Trial by Franz Kafka. The original ending, not the appended one, where the two investigators, they chase down, I think his name is John Kay, and they give him a knife. And they hold it to his throat, and they put the knife in his hand, and they're looking at him as if they're waiting for him to cut his own throat. And it just stops there. That's where the book ends.
Yeah. Have you been seeing that Chris Hansen has been doing Hansen vs. Predator on YouTubers now?
Yeah, I haven't watched it because it's about that guy that I don't know about or care about. But it is very interesting. I would love to see him do more of that. It's a really good format for him. I think it's really smart. And it would be good because
he did a whole
he needs money
with Ice Poseidon, but Ice Poseidon, at the end of it, refused to allow Chris
the footage
Hansen to upload. Yeah.
Fuck him.
He didn't want him. And Chris Hansen did like a 15-minute video, and because he's a boomer and he doesn't really understand, he thought that people were hacking him at one point. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's kind of entertaining to see that, but I was kind of sad that we never got to see the Ice Poseidon interview. But he said he's got other interviews lined up with other people. I think Keemstar has been kind of feeding Chris Hansen in the direction for the YouTube pedophiles, so...
Yeah, you know, I don't like Keemstar's work. I don't give a shit about internet gossip. But he's such a smart businessman, how he sets these things up, and he gets his little cut out of everything. I wish I could be that Jewy and make money off of just setting shit up.
But you know what? You know what, though? You may not like him, but he does pretty good charity work. Like, he does
I didn't say I didn't like him. I don't care about gossip.
His work? Yeah, I got you.
You know, I don't really have you on. It's been like a year and a half maybe since we've talked. That's why I picked your brain about various happenings in blood sports.
Man, I haven't heard that word in so long, man. It's like if you were to see where I'm at now when it comes to the internet, on what side of the internet I'm on and stuff like that, you'd be like, man, this is way, like, it's just so far from what I've been involved in for years that it's like it's.
Oh, can you forgive me in advance? I know you don't like to talk about it, but there's a punchline to what you just said, how you're on the other side of things. So you're the one giving out the dick pics now? I had to do that, I'm sorry.
No, you're alright.
This is a comedy stream, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, you're good, man.
I felt like if I didn't preface it that way, it would just seem like I'm being a dick. And I guess I kind of was still being a dick.
If you really, you know what's funny about that is that whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Compared to all the other fucking people in IBS, like you said, there's way worse shit. Just way worse shit than that.
Yeah, you didn't. I don't know if you. Well, maybe you did. Did you pull a Joaquin and try to fuck anybody over that I didn't know about?
No, not once. People okay, if you don't recall, like Tonka didn't like me because his friends didn't like me, who were e-celebs who had problems with me from Gamergate, like Kraut and T. And then Tonka did the dumb shit where he called, like he used the docs that he had off of Kiwi Farms, and he called every gym in like a 12-mile radius.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he found the gym I was, and then he canceled my membership, saying I was me. And then he bragged on a leaked recording that Andy Worski played with Geek about how he was going to show up and shoot me.
Just real quick, don't call him Tonka. That's his slave name. Use his Indian name. It's him with dick and butt. Okay.
Him and dick and butt. Okay,
him with
so
dick and butt.
And then it was even weirder because I had already left the internet. I was already left the internet in the sense of left this side of the internet. And I had a Twitter account that I wasn't even using, and it was like 3 or 4 months in, and when all that happened, and of me not talking, not tweeting, nothing. And he started spamming me DMs about how he was going to show up at my gym and fist fight me outside.
You know, you should have taken him up on it.
Well,
I've seen him. He can walk, but he's a fucking skinny dude.
I screenshot all of it, and I was like, dude, are you okay? Like, what the fuck? It was so out of the blue. Like, yeah, like I said, I hadn't said a word to this guy in like 3-4 months.
You know, he probably thought that you were a soft target. He's having a hard time because his...
Actually, a lot of people... He was having a hard time at that time. You're right. He was having a hard time at that time trying to get, like, drama going or something. Because he, you know, nobody else wanted to... There was nobody... And nobody was going on his shows anymore and stuff. So he was just poking old people to see what response...
Yeah, that's what I really hate about blood sports. Is that when these guys are down, they will look for the guy who's a notch below them and just try to fuck him over. I really hate blood sports. I really do. I like coming on and joking around with the guys. But, you know, I guess gay ops is a good term for it. Because it's so much backbiting and backstabbing. And every single one of these guys, I could, in real life, just mush my balls on their face. And that might not seem like a bad thing to you, but my balls are really sweaty right now, okay? They wouldn't like it.
You know, it's funny you say that, Empty, because... Like look at stuff like the Kick Vic and the Comicsgate gay shit, right?
That's the same thing.
Dude, but it's getting so extreme. Like, the biggest streamer right now in the IBS that made it was the Nick Rakita Law guy. He gets like 10,000 viewers, like Jim does every night.
Yeah, good. You know, and good for him because he's the one guy who actually knows what he's talking about. He's a specialist.
Right, but here's the catch-22. Like,
oh, you don't like him? Go ahead.
No, I don't mind him. All of his streams are just that Comicsgate and Kick Vic and this and that. And he's getting his name thrown around in courtrooms now and all this dumb shit. And you just see where it's going, and it's so crazy. Like, it's like...
Oh, shit. I got Cyclops beams.
You get people with these... The funniest shit he's done recently was where... I'm sure you already saw it, but he leaked recordings that the original... voice actors did, and they were
I was thinking I would make another
Goku was
leak.
talking about like fucking his son's asshole and like just crazy. Chi-Chi was having incest sex with her son.
Look, I do pretty good Dragon Ball Z impressions, so I've been thinking of making a fake leak where I just do the voices and I do even worse stuff.
Oh, you might get away with it because
Kakarot, we need to kill all these Negroes. Oh, Kami, I'm black. They're going to kill me. Don't worry, Mr. Popo. You're not black. You're an N-word. Just that kind of thing.
not the hard R.
Goku, you know what would be Mondo cool is if we exterminated the Yuden.
Yeah, there was those leaks were pretty spicy. I liked them.
Oh yeah, the Chi-Chi one gave me a fucking half chub. My dick jumped.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, she's not my mom. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of wild to me, like you said, the cancel culture. I mean, Zoe Quinn has a body count now. God, there's so much crazy shit. It feels like the internet, like Gamergate's coming back, but now it's just Comicsgate crap.
We just need Trump to retweet it. It'll be good to go.
Oh, I know. What happened? Sargon's been like dead silent since all that happened.
He's been hanging out with what's the Irish guy? Count Dankula.
I don't know, man. Trying to keep up with all this shit is crazy.
And I don't really know much about Dankula, but he did retweet my Japanese girl video, so he can't be all that bad. At least he has good tastes.
Oh, I like Dankula. He's got a series called Mad Lads that's really fucking good. He did a video on G.G. Allen, and it was awesome.
The only thing I've seen, he live streams on DLive, but he plays fucking card games that make this look like the most amazing interactive experience in the world. And he wasn't commenting at all. He just like, Oh, I better get my my dark eyes blue dragon out. And I wanted to die.
Hey, guess who just tweeted they were retiring and starting a family today? Just like literally.
Oh
like
yeah,
5
fucking
minutes ago.
big ass baboon girl. I don't know her name though.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki. Oh, Minaj a
She's
twat.
out.
That's right.
She's out. She wants to have them babies.
Oh, I'd fucking give her one. I'd bounce those beige baboon booty cheeks like bongos. You kidding me? Give me that syphilis. I'll take it.
I didn't know you were into the dark meat, my friend.
Oh, I would be about 3 inches into it. Then out, then back in. You go more than 3 in, that's when you get the syphilis. Just put the tip in. Syphilis, you know, herpes lives on the rim, but syphilis is deep in there.
Yeah, you're gonna get that clap.
Oh yeah, I get the clap while she makes it clap. Perfect.
Oh god. Good times. Good times.
By the way, thanks for calling in, because I have I have no idea what I'm doing in this game, and I don't think I would have made my minimum otherwise. So thanks, you did me a solid. I owe you a favor, you can call it in later,
welcome.
okay?
Yeah, sure. So,
But I'm not sending you a picture of my dick before you ask.
I don't want that. you can keep that.
You haven't seen it's luscious. You'd love it. Anybody would,
All
not
right.
you.
I'm sure
Anyone.
Gemma would love your penis pictures. Though.
Sure. Why not?
You know, I'm shocked that like Mr. Medicare hasn't been tipped off about Gemma and the whole naked. I mean, could you imagine what he would say if he saw that fucking video?
Oh, he'd fucking whip out his schmeat like the rest of us did.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm just surprised that nobody's tipped him off about the Gemma, like, shitting in his hands and eating it on camera. I mean, he did the Nick Bates stuff and the Raw stuff. It's just surprising this isn't in the same category.
YouTube's new thing is that if you make fun of other YouTubers, you get banned. That's their new thing.
He's not on YouTube anymore, isn't he? I thought he left for BitChute or something like that.
Yeah, he said he was gonna make some videos. I've been wanting to port my stuff to BitChute, but I already talked about it. It's a format issue, and I need to put my new PSU, and it's a long, uninteresting story.
That's a lot of retarded.
BitChute has like maybe 1/10,000th the audience of YouTube.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a good thing he's moving over because he's dragging people over with him.
Yeah, I think BitChute was sharing some of his videos already.
Yeah, like when VidMe came out, VidMe had maybe 1/1000th the viewership, and they had a really good feature I liked that I wish YouTube would steal, whereas that you could leave a super chat on an archived video. I only had a VidMe account for like 2 months, and I made a couple $100 just off of that.
Damn.
Like, they were going to take, I think, 10%, but they kind of felt bad for their website failing, so they just gave me the whole thing.
That's cool, man.
I had, like, maybe the top 5 channels on VidMe, so I was really bummed when it got taken down.
Yeah, that would suck, man. I mean, especially if you're, like, at the top.
And BitChute, I get, like, 5 views per video. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's... Well, not a lot of people use BitChute, I think.
Yeah, it's only for people who get banned from YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, you can't have 1080p footage on there. I guess maybe if you're partnered with them, they'll let you do it, but all my videos go down to 720p. It looks like shit.
Huh. That's weird. I wonder why. Maybe it's you know what, it might be they just don't have the money to handle that kind of...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Kind of memory and bandwidth and all that stuff. I mean, it's a lot of work. Lately, I've been working a lot with server blades and VPSs and, like, cloud storage stuff and cloud services, and I could really see that. Like, I had to upgrade just because we started an image board, my community did, literally like a couple of days ago, and this weekend we're going to be announcing it pretty soon.
Now, what is these? Is it going to be an 8chan substitute? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's for our community, specifically what we do in the community, and some. We haven't really decided how far it's going to go. We had a big forum, and I hated the forums. Like, I hated it. I hated the format. I didn't like it, and then it got ran over by bots, and I just didn't have the time to sit there and try to deal with all that crazy shit.
Now, you know, once again, you're being very vague. Are you not legally disposed or predisposed to say what you guys actually do on this forum?
No, I am absolutely legally. In fact, I'm super legal to say what we do. I just refuse to tell anyone on this side of the internet what I'm doing.
Oh, is it one of those secret clubs where you have to find your way there on your own?
No. Like I said, I would love to promote it, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't want this side of the internet coming into my community.
Oh, you don't want the guys who come in and call you Queen of Pole and all that shit to come span yours?
Yeah, none of that happens in my community, and it's very nice. I mean, there's about 6,000 or 7,000 members, and none of that happens, and it's been running great, and we're doing a lot of good stuff. And we got like a whole charity event coming up for Shriners Hospital and missing children. And I just don't. The last thing I need is some faggot coming in there trying to do that kind of shit, because I will remove them so fast. For obvious reasons. I just, no.
You know, I've been trying to get into the Knights of Columbus, because my grandpa was a Knight of Columbus. But, I have to get like 10 people to sponsor me. They won't do it, those fucking old hunks of shit.
Damn. It's weird. Huh. No, it's, but we just got the image board up because I hate forums. And everybody else kind of hated forums, because we all migrated from... Some of the members are half of them, I would say, are about a good half, are 8chan members. And they were just involved in the community. And
yeah, I liked 8chan's Cowboard. That was the only one I went to.
Yeah, and
it was nice.
We decided after the forums went to shit, and I hated them, to come back to it later after we work on coding and content for what we're doing for our community and what people want. Once we got enough out there, and we were like, okay, this is really good stuff. We decided then, I was like, okay, I'm going to come back to the forums. I can work on the little shit that isn't really important. And so I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? I mean, I would say about half to two.
Real quick, just get a little closer to your mic. You're fading out.
I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
I said a lot of our members, I would say a good portion of them came from like image board culture and not really Reddit or anything like that. I mean, some were from Reddit. Some weren't even from either of those. They were just people who were interested in what we were doing in that side, and they just decided to stick around. And so I said, well, fuck it. Why don't we make our forums an image? Why not? Why can't we make our forums for our community an image board? And so we announced, we kind of tossed it out there and gave people the idea about it. And we got a lot of positive results about it. So we went up and decided we were going to open up a VPS and get a bunch of cloud storage and start tying networks and building networks and just kind of get it all tied together. And,
well, now, real quick, I'm gonna end this in about 10 minutes, okay? So if you have anything you want to plug or anything you want to talk about...
No, I would love to plug my community stuff. I appreciate that, but I don't want this side of the internet involved in what I'm doing.
Well, let me give you a plug, guys. This is Exceptional Detective. His YouTube channel has the same name. He has some very good videos about Smash Brothers and some LOL cows and all kinds of crazy good shit. And if you sub to him, maybe he'll make more videos. Who knows? It just might happen one day. Oh, well, we're not done just yet, so if you want to keep going, that's fine.
Oh, no, I was letting you finish. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would make more videos if people really wanted me to, but I don't. But no, so we set up the image board recently because everybody liked it, and it's working. It's pretty good so far. We've done a minor test. We're going to eventually announce it throughout the entire community because there's other places that everybody talks about this stuff. So
now, do you allow duck rolling on your website?
What do you mean, duck rolling? What's that?
Oh, that's where somebody posts a picture of a duck with wheels, and then they link to it in another thread. And they go, you just got... Cool. It's like when you get gnomed.
And it's not, I mean, like...
I'm not a gnome! I'm a gnome!
We have two boards that are related. One is specifically related to our community, and the other one is specifically related to a side project that we just opened up to test out that people really like. And it's kind of getting me in the idea of opening up more different stuff that people might want to do and kind of expanding the community into its own.
Are you going to be the next Josh Moon? Is that what's going to happen?
No, I'm not a fucking pedophile piece of shit who runs a shitty
is
website.
Josh Moon a pedophile piece of shit? I didn't know.
Yes.
What'd he do? Who'd he do?
You can ask Zoom about it. Zoom did a whole fucking video.
Yeah, but if I had to ask Zoom about everybody he gets in an argument with, I'd be there all fucking day.
Hey, Zoom, can you give me the 2 London reversion of your video exposing Josh? And that's it. I don't like Josh. I'm never gonna like Josh. He's a sack of shit. He's a coward who ran off to Ukraine so he could avoid, any type of extradition or anything like that.
Oh, right, you have a Kiwi. Of course you hate him. You have a Kiwi farm thread. What am I? I'm stupid.
Like
I'm sorry. That should have been obvious.
Like Well, there's more than just that. He's done more shit to me than just that. He's just a sack of shit. And that's about it.
I guess I have a privilege where I don't have any of that stuff about me because I keep my nose clean. And I guess all these guys who, you know, we make videos about other people and we think we're all so untouchable and great. And I guess it builds resentment, doesn't it? When you have to deal with that kind of shit. Like, you didn't ask to have a fucking Kiwi Farm thread about you, right?
No.
Life is strange, isn't it?
But, I mean, like... But it's less about the thread. I could really give a fuck about that stupid thread. Half the shit is bullshit anyways. It's just made up shit and people poking. But it's just his personality and just the way he is. And what sucks dick, it was like you said, 8chan's gone. The cow board is gone. There's nowhere you can speak anonymously and safely about these kind of stuff. I mean, I guess you can go to Dead Horse Interchange, and they're pretty good about it. But it's kind of slow, and most of the stuff they talk about there is like that guy with the glasses or Dark Side Phil. I mean, that's what you're gonna see there. Nothing really else.
Just for the record, guys, the next co-host for the stream will be DSP. Although he will communicate entirely by snorting and swallowing hot phlegm in the background, okay?
Yeah. I was about to say, that'd be amazing. If you got DSP on your show, you would have thousands of people watching you in one day.
You know how when you're a little kid, you leave cookies and milk out for Santa, and you know he's there because they're gone in the morning?
DSP came down the chimney and got him?
I'm gonna leave hot phlegm out. And you'll know he's been here because he swallows it. It's gone in the morning. I'll put boogers on a tray.
No, that doesn't work. You need to leave hot phlegm and money out.
Oh, okay.
Just money. Pure cash. It gets him to come around.
And a lease for a condo he can't afford?
Oh, no, that's a damn lie, dude. He made like $12,000 last month. Like, autists on Kiwi Farms log all that. He made like 12 grand.
Oh, they're asking, will Spoony ever co-host? No, because he'd fucking never get off my couch.
Dude, that'd be awesome. I would watch you co-host with Spoony. I'm curious how that would go, though.
Well, we both dislike Final
You
Fantasy
need to
VIII, I
get
guess.
Pro Jared. You got to get Pro Jared on here. He's a fucking Chad.
Oh, now you know, you of all people. You're talking about the guy with the dick pics. Oh no.
Yeah, right.
I'm really trying not to make a dick pic joke.
You know what? You can't really make fun of the guy. I mean, as much fun as you can make of him, that guy was slaying pussy left and right, and his wife wanted him to in the next room, and she was absolutely adoring it. It was just it's surreal.
You know, it's one of those things where I never watched him before it, so I can't get too invested in it. All I know is that one day I went on 4chan, and there's his fucking gross dick, and I have not forgiven him.
Here's all you need to know. He's literally supposed to be the PG version of Nintendo. He's everything Nintendo, specifically Monster Hunter. And he's supposed to be like PG, like super PG, super friendly, you know, like
which
that
I
kind
hate.
of stuff.
I hate that so much.
And all this stuff came out, and you just find out that he's just been slaying. He's been sleeping.
He's a
with
man.
fans. He's been slaying pussy. He's fucking women. He fucking cucked Ross from the Game Grumps. He fucking cucked a Game Grumpster. Come on.
Hey, Aaron, he's fucking my wife.
Pretty much, and it's, as much shit as he got and how bad it looks, it's like deep down, like a man to another man, it's like, you know, you're doing that silent nod, like you, bro. You know,
Aaron, he busted my wife's hymen. I'm gonna put flex tape on it.
Dude, she literally left him. Like, he was dating her for a while too, while he was married, and his wife consented. But his wife was crazy. Like, she pushed him all into this stuff. She even had text messages asking him to fuck her in the room next to her so she can listen and get off on it.
Oh, you think he fucked? He thought he was fucking Susie, but after he busts his nut, he pulls out and makes that sound. And it's Aaron. He's like, I got you, and he makes that gross grin with his neck.
Maybe
his head sinks into his neck.
The Game Grumps people hate him. Like, they blocked him now and all this other stuff. He got a lawyer and everything. Like, this really fucked his whole channel up. But she basically made it out for him to be like a pedophile and all this and that, which was a bunch of gay ops. It was a bunch of tomfoolery.
Okay. Chicanery, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. But he got a lawyer and he got real quiet and he did a video explaining everything, and he debunked the fire. I mean, like, but in the end of the day, you know, you can't help but just go, like, this guy who has a big pair, right, who fucking is literally, his career is, I review Nintendo shit on the internet. right? Like he's the Nintendo man. He goes the Nintendo stuff. He's sponsored by Nintendo. Like that's what he does. He fucking reviews.
Oh, you know why?
Shit.
Shigeru Miyamoto loves
guy.
fucking other people's wives.
Yeah, but this fucking guy, who he looks like a literal virgin, he's out here slaying pussy of all these Nintendo fangirls. Come on. I mean, come on, Empty. You can't sit there and go, what the fuck?
You know, Pikmin is actually based on Miyamoto's experience of recruiting his girlfriend's children to distract their father while he fucks their wife. He loves NTR. He loves it.
I believe it.
Every game when the princess gets kidnapped, they're just getting fucked raw dog in the background. You just don't know it.
Since we're back on this, we're gonna go right back. Do you think that when Brianna Wu was talking to Cenk Uygur on TYT and sucking his dick, verbally speaking,
were they in the same room?
No, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say
no. Brianna Wu couldn't afford a ticket out there, so
it was a
she
webcam.
just called webcam.
All right, so what are the odds that Brianna's like playing with his dick while he's talking to Cenk?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, because like, you need to hear the first 5 minutes. It's really awkward. Like, she just goes into great detail about everything that Cenk has ever achieved before the Young Turks, and like a diehard fan, and all this weird shit. It's just, it's kind of gross because you know that Brianna Wu's probably diddling herself, or you know what? Maybe
if his webcam panned down, you would see that he's not sitting on a chair. It's just Frank Wu in a crab position.
Yeah,
when will it be my turn to sit on the person chair?
Oh man, Frank Wu's standing there sucking on the penis, the little mini penis, the feminine penis, and all you know,
I don't even think Brianna's dick is feminine.
His hands, he's
I
holding
bet it's huge and veiny.
Oh God, stop! But what do you think?
Detective, suck my chubby.
Do you think like the day he got that I remember we had this conversation a while ago. It's gonna be some OG shit. You think the day he got that award that you were supposed to get, but he fucked you over?
Oh no! Just for the people who don't know, I was nominated for a Hugo Award in science fiction for my novel Europe 2 Barack's Apocalypse, available on Amazon, iTunes, and Audible. And Brianna Wu's husband Frank was on the board of people who choose the awards because he's won it many, many times. And in that novel, there is a character named. I think Brianna Jew, spelled J-U. And I have a little fun with them. They're like a 3-paragraph character. And someone might have told him, and then I didn't get my nomination. Would have been nice to win.
Do you think that the day he won that, he like fucked Brianna? He took Brianna Wu's big strap on.
Well, you know, here's the thing. It's a totally political award. It used to be a really revered science fiction award, but lately, in the last 10, 15 years, it's nothing but political stuff.
Yeah, we've talked about this a while ago, and I said, you after you get into great detail, like all the people and how hard it was for you to publish, I said, you should really sit down and do a video about it, because it was so in-depth and so bad. Like, you probably could have started like Booksgate, just with the shit you had to, and it was kind of like eye drop. Remember, because I kind of was like, damn, dude, like what the fuck?
The closest I got to a book deal with a traditional publisher was a woman who now works for Penguin, but at the time she was a freelance publicist. They're a blood-sucking middleman who kind of gatekeeps for the book publishing community. And she said, I love your novel, one that I have not published yet. It's finished, but I want to do some rewrites. And she said, I will get this to Penguin, but I want you to be a ghostwriter, and I want you to attribute it to another author that I represent. And I looked up this other author she represents, and they've written nothing. And they never have to this day. They stink. It was a big fat lesbian, and she wasn't going to give me any credit, and she was going to pay me like jack shit for it. I told her to go eat dick.
Yeah, I remember that. That was one of the stories you shared me about it, and I was like, dude, you gotta make a video about all this crazy shit, because you would really open a gate open. You'd be just opening Pandora on like how bad it is in writing. Did you? And speaking of writing, did you see that the Harry Potter books got banned?
Yeah.
I don't even understand that. How does that even happen?
You know, my nephew was reading that for his like his second grade class, so I would read to him at night because I watch him sometimes, you know. And it seemed harmless enough. It was kind of written at like a, you know, first grade level. whatever. It didn't seem demonic. No more than what I read as a kid, although I was reading The Count of Monte Cristo and Crime and Punishment.
They had me reading Anne Frank diary and shit like that when I was a kid. You remember that? In 1984 and like when we were fucking and like I mean we were kids reading that. That was extreme shit.
Yeah, kids nowadays are fucking dumb. They don't read.
Yeah,
at my job, I started a book drive because, well, the girl that I'm poking right now, she works at a school with black kids, and they don't have books for the kids. So I put a thing in the lobby, and my secretary has been collecting books, and all the books are like when an adult brings them in, you know, it's the books they read as a kid, but when the little kids bring them in, they're like Minecraft, Creeper, the Farting Creeper book, Mario's 1,000 Farts with Mario.
Wow.
It's the dumbest shit.
That's horrible. I mean, at least some Goosebumps. I mean, R.L. Stine wasn't like the best writer, but it was perfect for starting off.
Yeah, he's a perfect starting point to get you to read like Lovecraft or Poe or Hawthorne.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Some good American writers.
I don't think Goosebumps is allowed in any of those. Like,
you know, let me just date myself. My favorite book as a kid was the Scary Stories books with the illustrations by Stephen Gamble.
I remember those. Remember those? And do you remember the Animorph books? Oh my fuck.
You know, I never read those because even as a kid, I was like, "This is a furry thing," and furries aren't a thing yet. But I'm just worried about this.
I didn't read them because they scared the shit out of me. I was a child, and you look at the cover. There was one cover, I swear to God, and there's this dude, and he slowly morphs into a cockroach.
Yes.
They showed the transition on each morph on the front cover.
Well, that was the Turkish guy. In the next episode, it was an Indian guy, and he morphs into a poo.
Yeah, like it was fucking it was nightmare fuel because they had like when you got to the middle point, it was half man, half roach, and it was just like, what the fuck, what is this? And like the way they made them look, I feel like I need to Google, and maybe you should throw a couple of images up with some of these front covers of Animorphs, because some of these people might not even understand what the fuck we're talking about. It was nightmare fuel for.
Oh, they're not that young. My audience is 99.9% men aged 25 to 35. I've seen the metrics. We have one girl who comes in, and I know she's a girl because she mailed me a CD with the sound of her queefing on it.
Okay, so I googled up Animorphs, right? I need you to
just ignore what I say completely. That's the way to do it.
I'm not gonna answer what you say because
don't dignify it.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave that one where it sits. But so I look it up. I type Animorphs. The first fucking image I get is some little kid swimming in a pool, and they slowly morph into a giant squid. And it's fucking nightmare fuel. Hold on.
Well, you know, I can't look it up on Google because I'll find, like, I use DuckDuckGo, which does not filter out porn. I don't want to see Animorphs porn. That'd be horrific.
Dude, there's another one where the woman is she's crossed her legs, and this blonde chick is literally morphing into a fucking a star, like a
Star of David. She a Jewish lady?
There's a black kid morphing into a horse, and like halfway through, it looks like some shit from DeviantArts.
Wait, and he's like, "Finally, I'm hung like a horse."
These fucking images, like, this is what I mean. Like, even as an adult, it's like, why would anyone put these on a front cover for children?
Because it was just fucking crazy. How could you not get that as a kid?
Dude, you remember reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton?
Yeah, with fucking the dude from TNG. I always forget his name.
Oh man, he said he was trying to bring the show back, like on a different platform.
The problem is that he can't read because he's black. Oh. That other show was all CGI. They don't have the budget for it anymore.
LeVar Burton is awesome, man.
It's LeVar, not Lamar. You fucking
Lamar. It's Lamar.
No, it's LeVar with a V.
Lamar. I mean, a black's a black. Can you tell the difference?
Oh, someone's asking me. I can't see your name. I think it's Jack. They're asking if you've seen the LGR video about the software they used to make Animorphs. I guess he means the TV show.
What? There's a TV show about Animorphs, really?
I thought there was, wasn't there?
I remember Beast Wars as a kid. It was like an awesome, like, animal transformer type.
Yeah, I watched that too. Until they got the new designs, and then I stopped watching because it looked like shit.
Dude, you remember, what was that knockoff Bill Nye the Science Guy? Dude, he had, like, he looked like Kramer.
Are we about to find out about the uncle who molested you? And he's like, no, it's a Bill Nye thing.
Yeah, my girl just said it. Beekman's Laboratory.
Or Beekman's World. I remember him.
Beekman's World. Yeah, I remember that.
That's how you knew you went to a poor school. They couldn't afford Bill Nye, so like, we're gonna watch Beekman.
Beekman's. Yeah.
Man, we're fucking old.
We are, dude. We're boomers. This is horrible.
You know what? Let's. I gotta go. I got work in the morning. I need to take a shower and get off. You got any final thoughts, Detective? Thanks for coming on, by the way.
Yeah, man.
It was a big help.
I guess I don't know. I guess. Have you ever, have any of you guys ever played or wanted to play a superhero MMO? You should totally look it up. There's some good stuff out there. That's about it.
Alright, well, guys, one more time I gotta plug the game. That was Dreamscapers. The description, or the links to the game are in the description. I keep saying that backwards. I must be becoming retarded. I don't know. Tomorrow night, after I get out of work and I take a very long nap, we'll do, probably beat Dark Souls Remastered. The next night, Harvester, as some of you might have thought from the thumbnail. We did not do that tonight. We're going to do that then. And Sunday, Oblivion, if it works. It's half the time it fucking doesn't.
I really hope that you look up the Pro Wang video from the guy on YouTube and play that fucking on here. It's free on Steam. I want to watch you play it. It's fucking awesome. I will
take it into consideration.
Alright, man. Alright, thank you for having me on. Now hop off so you can close out.
Alright, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. By the way, now that I am using... I've integrated my YouTube into my BitChute, so all the videos I upload now will automatically get backed up onto BitChute. It might take a day or two, but that even includes streams. So I'm thinking maybe when YouTube gives me hard times about my streams, I'll keep them archived there, but delete them off here. I don't know. We'll feel it out. Alright, thanks for coming out, guys. God bless, and see you a little bit later down the road.